Hey everyone, welcome to a special Sunday night edition of Father's Day, Sunday Night Geekery, and also happened to be my birthday the day before too. So hail to everyone. We got my buddy Clobberin Times with the John Romita Senior avatar there. I'm sure most of you guys know who and gals know who that is, but hail to Clobberin.
Yo ho ho.
Hope you had a great Father's Day.
Oh, that was today. Oh crap.
That was today. Yeah, did you get some presents and stuff and anything good?
Get presents on that day?
Or like a special dinner or anything?
Yeah, a phone call.
Phone call.
I got a couple. I got a message, like a Facebook message or something.
All right,
text messages from my brothers. And I called him. I called my dad for the first time in my entire life. My dad is out of town for Father's Day, so
he's out of town.
Yeah, he had to go. Well, went to. My other brother who lives in Florida always has to miss Father's Day, so once he got to have him for Father's Day, which is fair enough.
There you go. Yep.
I saw him before. Yeah. So yeah, but my kids. Well, one of my kids was here. We did yesterday get a really good hamburger at a place called Burger Smith.
Nice.
And with that, folks, we welcome you to Sunday Night Eateries.
Yeah. And let's move on around the horn, and we'll say hi to everyone in the chat. But we got Courtney there. Courtney was working getting her headphones fixed. I don't know.
Yeah,
Courtney,
I still don't have headphones, but hi everybody.
You sound okay though.
Get them plugged in eventually.
You sound good. Did you've got the iPhone. At least you can listen to U2 with that free album, right? On your iPhone.
I was so mad about that. I can't get it off of the thing.
Yeah, so my sister
won't let you take it off. I don't like U2. I like
can't get rid of it,
stuff, but it's so frustrating. Yeah, all of a sudden it just showed up. I was like, I didn't want this.
Well, we're glad you're here either way.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get my headphones in and then I'll come on camera. So hello to everybody.
All right, and of course we've got Han Solo, aka Pat with us. Pat S. Shrimp Lightning. Let's see, where's my oh, here we go. Nope.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
Yeah, don't make Pat S. Solo angry. Yeah. Glad you're here, Pat S. I hope you had a good Father's Day as well.
Yeah, we miss Pops, but we got a brother who's a father of four, so that kind of took our day up. I was a little surprised too, man. Not total respect to John Ramirez, total respect to him as an artist and everything, but I was a little shocked that they were doing the people who died tribute this week on YouTube, and he actually was on before Cormac McCarthy. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Cormac McCarthy. I thought he was the greatest living author we had, and he just passed away. And it just goes to show you how much all of his works and comic books had done, because it definitely, it definitely was top billing. So,
yeah.
And hail to Polly's Minion out there.
Hey, follow me.
And
J-Man's
we've
here.
got
What's up, buddy?
J-Man's here. Yep. Hail to J-Man.
Is
J-Man a dad? I don't know.
I don't know if J-Man's a dad.
No, J-Man is not a dad, because I made a snarky comment about Ezra Miller not watching his children, and he said, haha, I don't have any kids. So.
Okay. Well, J-Man can be my dad anytime if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Except it would be weird because I'm older than him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and Geoffrey is here, and thank you to Geoff for sending me an awesome birthday gift and card, which I'll be showing later. So thank you, Jeff. And yeah, we didn't start too late tonight. We're only a couple minutes late, so it wasn't too bad. But I was finishing up cooking. Yep, and hail to Brian Hepburn. This place is talking about sci-fi fantasy games, etc. So it'll be this week: classic cars or storing barbecue grills. Hey, you never know. We got a great classic variety show here, so we try to keep everyone interested in everything, right?
Sunday night foodery.
Yeah.
And, you're right. There's cars too sometimes. Look at Jill. There's Jill there.
Hey, Jill. Yep. And Joseph Dread says happy birthday. Thank you very much. Yep.
Hey, here comes the judge. Thank you, Judge.
And Maddie said a hail to Vegas Thor. I guess Maddie is not going to sleep anytime soon. So if Steve has a link, he'll try to pop in. But
yeah, it's Father's Day.
If Maddie's not sleeping, just put her on. No, just kidding. Don't
remember. It's 2 hours early for him.
That's true,
right? You know, she's got a lot of energy. Enjoying every second with her on this Father's Day, buddy. We're here for you.
Yep.
Take her for a ride in the car, Steve. That always works for me. I go right to sleep.
Thank you, Jill. Hail to Jill. Yep. And she says, happy Father's Day to all the dads. Thank you, Jill. Yep. Very nice. And Chris Burgess says, dropping as I like as I head to bed. Need an early start for parts hunting. Well, I hope you're toy parts hunting, or
I think it's other stuff.
Other stuff.
I think he had some plumbing problems.
Oh no, that's not good hunting.
Happy hunting, Chris. Good luck.
Good luck. Yep, and may there be no more leaks in your future. Yep, and thank you for stopping by. Yep.
Look at that, Nicholas.
Hey, Nick's here. Sadly, I can't join, but Merry birth, Mark, and happy Father's Day. June Cloud and all the dads in the chat. Yeah, thank you, Nick, and happy Father's Day to you too. Hope you had a wonderful day and got some cool stuff. Although that's not what Father's Day is about, but it's nice getting a couple. I got to be honest. It's nice getting a couple of nice. I got a couple of nice things. So
did you?
Can't. Yeah, I did. Yeah, show
Father's Day president 20-something years.
I'd have to think. Yeah, I'd have to think Nick's easy to buy for too. You can't mess that up. Or it's a Ninja Turtle or a comic book. There you go.
And Mark also.
And Mark is
right.
Super easy.
Actually, not necessarily. For example, his kids can do it, and whether he has the thing or not, he's going to like it. But they live there, so they can tell if he has it. If we're one of us to give him something, if we're gonna, it's something he probably already has. We don't know what he has and doesn't have.
I just give him a gift certificate to Five Below. Let him go nuts.
Oh yeah,
there you go. Yep. Yeah, or just don't. I don't mind duplicates either. No, just kidding. Yeah. Can't go wrong. Yep.
My grandma used to like to do that. She'd bring me to the dollar store and give me a $10 bill. She's like, "You get whatever you want."
Well, these days it's maybe 2 comics if you're lucky.
That's right.
Shit.
Some of the comics are $7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As far as new crap, though, yeah. You're right. Now they'd be like $30, and you can still get a couple. Oh man.
Yeah, trying to read all that Astro City is going to cost me a fortune, boys. I was looking at that today. Woo! Oh. I had to go see what they got at the public libraries.
I could direct you digitally if you want.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. DM me, sir. We'll be DMing each other this weekend.
Find it all.
Nice.
How many issues of Astro City are there?
There are all told since 1995 till about 2010 until there's probably over now 110 total. In other words, not that much.
I got a lot to read.
You have the first miniseries, then the first regular series, which was 22 issues. After that, you have different specials and other sort of miniseries. Then another long series that lasted 52 issues. So from and then that ended around 2016-ish, and then we didn't see one. We saw one whole special in 2021 or 2, something like that. After waiting years for it, so yeah, it's not a lot when you think about it.
Right. I like different. I can tell you this: if I'd have never heard Quabby talking about it, I would have been drawn to it because I found a bunch of them in a box, and I just like the artwork a lot. I've become where like things that I find easy and draw me in, which is, I hate to say this, is why I can't the Spider-Man cartoons, they do nothing for me. These new ones, Spider-Verse things, I'm just like, it's clunky.
Yeah.
I'd rather look at a Michael Bay Transformer, and that to me is just too much to process too. I guess I'm getting old. But
now you talking about the Alex Ross covers or the interiors by Brent Anderson, which are very different. But I love Anderson's interiors. But it's still always cool to have the cover. You get, I mean, that's why you get kind of a nice variety. You get that nice Alex Ross cover, which he did every single cover but one, and then you get.
I will tell you this:
by
the
Brent
covers
Anderson.
obviously draw you in, right? It's like, ooh,
oh yeah,
and then I was like, oh, this is Astro City. I've heard about this.
They are eye catchers, and he did help design the characters as well. But I love the Brent Anderson work. If you'd had to rely on Alex Ross, then never would have got any issues at all.
I was such a dorky kid, Clubby. You probably would have ran me out your shop, dude. Because I was like the kid who
any kids out.
I would go and just look at covers, and I'd just be like, yeah, but wait,
it's okay.
Covers. Then it was just kid like.
Oh, we lost you for a second, Pep. I want to say hello to Claude. Claude, you're
Claude,
in it. Hey, Claude, and Jeff is Jeffrey is making a fun joke here. You watched my video for Five Below. There's no greater birthday, Father's Day gift than a miniature Disney merchandise racked in a teeny weeny tiny Disney princess shopping bag. So I bought one of those grab bag gifts, and so I figured, I'd get like Mickey or Spider-Man or Darth Vader or something. It actually turns out to be like a rack, like a clothes rack, and here's the mini shopping bag. So if anyone wants that mini shopping bag, so if you look at like the list of prizes that you could win on this thing, or I shouldn't say prizes, but it's one of those, where you can get random item in the bag. You don't know what's in the bag. It's that upside down. But there's princesses, and then there's a bunch of Marvel stuff. It's not showing up very well, but there's Spider-Man stuff. Different figures and stuff you can get. At the way bottom, they're showing where's the rack here? Then there's R2D2. The way bottom, there's a rack, a miniature shopping rack that you can get.
You said
like he said rack, yeah, right here's the the light's not working. This thing is too glossy, but it's glossy, yeah.
Glossy.
I'll go on the other camera, but yeah, it's so that's what that's referencing. Yeah, so that wasn't such a good when you you try to, yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Mark, have you ever seen the YouTuber Troy? I think his last name's Picel, something like that.
Picel?
He does dioramas with like Star Wars guys and stuff and all that. Maybe he can help you set up a Disney store for your Micronauts.
I know.
Yeah. And hail to Eric K. Thank you for Eric. Hope you had a great day today, buddy.
All right, J-Man.
And Matt G is here. And take care, J-Man. I heard you like the Flash, J-Man. So
no, he hated
stay
it.
strong. He hated it. He gave it a 1 out of 3.
He gave it a 0. No, I'm just kidding. He likes
it. I didn't hate it either, J-Man. I didn't hate it either. So
I
gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, wear it like a badge of honor. Yep.
Oh, dude.
Out of 10, yeah. Out of 10, yep.
To be fair, I'm going to take up for J-Man a little bit. He did say Superman 3 was better than the Flash.
Well, he's right. Yeah, I mean, of course. But you don't have to take over J-Man. He's a big boy, man. He did a nice job handling it yesterday. I watched his video.
As long as he enjoyed it and is honest about what he enjoyed, that's awesome. Yeah. He also liked Highlander too, but we won't mention that.
Actually, he didn't because he's never seen it.
He's never seen the theatrical cut. That's true.
If you haven't seen the theatrical cut, then you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jay.
I gave him a hard time, but I was not hard on him. It was more like playing.
All right. Hey, Sean. Thank you so much. And Sean, big shout out again to Sean. Sent us some model. Clobberin Times sent me some models and said early happy birthday. Oh, so nice of Sean to do that. So
cool.
Hopefully I get around to building a couple of those soon. It was really super nice. Yep, super nice. Yep. NX01 and some Klingon bird of prey with the I forget the other name of the other ship. It was on that 2-pack and the 89 Batmobile, which is Probably the coolest Batmobile next to the 66. I'd have to go. It's a toss up if I had, but I'd probably go. I guess I go 66, but it's so close. I mean, it's like, what's
Not
better,
close for me.
Not close 66 all the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I like that one though.
Yeah.
And then some jerk off decided to show it to us for 3 seconds in the movie, did not even use it. But
yeah, at least take it out for a spin. The Batwing looked great though. The new Batwing looks so awesome. Oh, it was so good. So I have my '89 Batwing. I got to do a review of that soon. Well, we get all the Flash hype this week, but I guess the Flash didn't end up doing that well either. So money wise, so
no, it's bombing. It's going to tank big.
It's bombing.
Yes, obviously you did not see my tweet, Mark, where I laughed at it because I think it made like what 55 or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was super. Was it worse than Captain Marvel or Shazam? I always say Captain Marvel, which it is Captain Marvel, but Shazam.
Pretty bad.
Somebody said it did worse than Black Adam. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
Did you go see it, Pat?
No, sir.
Have you seen it?
I'm sticking to my guns, buddy. I said I was not going to go see it. I will not.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know you said that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough.
I'm kind of proud of that. I feel a little funny when I'm hearing you guys review stuff, and I had to go see it, but I did go see Guardians 3. So it's not like I'm against all movies, but
there you go.
I am not. I think Ezra Miller is a bad man. That's what I think.
He is that.
And I think ladies in this country better wake up and start taking back what's theirs, because this weirdo stuff and people like being okay with somebody choking out a pregnant woman is unacceptable. As a matter of fact, I think it was Eric K who pointed that out to me in a stream one time. It was like, "Oh no, Pat, he like grabbed the one by the..." I'm like, "Are you sure, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah." But I went and looked at the video. I was like, wow. I said, how did those guys that were there not like...
Well, there was a video, like, wasn't he in like a store or something? And
yeah,
he went after the
Some
fan.
other country. I don't know where.
It was another country or something.
Iceland, I think they said, didn't they? Or
maybe,
Greenland, or something. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Oh, let me turn the camera on.
Okay, I thought we lost you.
No.
Mark's in a blackout.
Gonna show some. Well, Geoffrey is here, so I want to show everyone the present he sent me since before he goes to sleep, because he's much younger than me, so he's got to go to bed really early. So
yeah, past his bedtime.
Past his bedtime. Yeah, let me change microphones here. So here we go. Maybe I'll put the light on here. That would help, right? Let's make that.
A Hot Wheels Joker. Cool.
It's a Hot Wheels Joker. Yeah.
Wow.
That was actually from my mom. So Jeff sends me this really cool card.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There you go, Geoff.
Always brings a big smile to your face when someone remembers your birthday. Jeff is awesome at that. So much appreciated.
Somebody's birthday? Who?
It was my birthday, yeah.
Really? When?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, okay. Happy whatever day that was.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Mark, has anybody ever given you a gift and said this is your Father's Day gift and your birthday gift?
Yeah,
I guess that would be one of your kids. Okay.
Yeah, and then of course my dad used to say like, "Oh, your Father's Day." It's like my sister was born on Father's Day. It's like that's my gift was that year was my daughter. Yep. So.
Hey, dude, you have it even worse then. That means that means you and your sister have always had like co-parties and stuff.
And my dad was born, God rest his soul, was born on the 19th too. So I was the 17th, and my sister and my dad were the 19th, and my mother-in-law was actually June 19th too.
Wow.
June's a great month for birthday. June's a great month for birthdays. I had one on the 8th. Hey.
Happy birthday, Dad, man. Yep.
Happy birthday to you, Mark.
And this was very super nice. Everyone from Sunday Night Star Trek had this super nice message here, and thank you for putting that together. Clapping times, yep, from all of your friends at Sunday Night Star. Really cool.
Yes,
yep.
Sir.
Awesome.
Very nice. Yep. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's just nice to have a birthday. What the heck? I mean, it's nice to have people recognize you on your day that you really didn't do anything, right? I mean,
just showed up.
Just showed up. Yeah, just showed up. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna play the music. Yep. Before we do that, when Dad Man pops in, which, yeah, we got to do this one.
I'm never that way.
God damn it, Mark. Jeez.
Wow. Yes. Hey, even one of my own mods on my own channel constantly puts that link up.
Yeah.
Really?
In my Fortnite chats. Yeah. There's
So
a dad man fervently emotes.
Right. So that's the Oh, of course, Jeff. I don't throw anything out. Of course, I will show you the name that you wrote in Klingon.
One thing you forgot though.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's a good one.
But you know what? I did find something though, Mark, that you might be interested in. I privately DM'd you earlier.
Okay, I've been away from keyboard most of the day. So.
I found somebody that would eat your clam pizza.
Oh wow!
And it's exactly.
I might actually have to buy one.
Yeah.
It's on me.
It's actually the person that I thought it would be, and it would be Aang.
Oh, Aang! There we go.
So
see, you're a good dad. You're a good dad. Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. And she wants to go visit New York to the Nintendo store. So
awesome. Yeah, we'll tell. And when Aang comes up here, we'll head to New Haven has the best clam pizza. It's only 45 minutes from New York, but it's worth the trip. Or we could go. There's a Sally's now in Stamford, Connecticut, which is pretty close to New York City. So
we know what's funny. What's funny is Aang just looked at me like, "What's your problem? It's just another meat." And I'm like,
"Yeah." And hail to Michael B. Comes as greetings, happy birthday once again to you. Yep, thank you. Yep, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out here. And here's the card again that Jeff sent me, and then I'm gonna open it up here. You can hear the music. Yeah, I know New Haven is 2 hours. Yeah, New Haven's 2 hours. Yeah, it's Dad, man, what are you, crazy? That's way too big of a super chat.
Wait, when I sent that earlier, so it would have happened before I even got here. But you're welcome. Happy birthday! No, it's a happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you. Yep,
I just can't wait to be able to finish that blank. I hope I left you guessing as to what would come after awesome.
Flash was awesomely better than Green Lantern.
I don't know. I'll wait till we get to that part.
We have a contest. Yeah, we have a contest. Let's see. Yep.
I'll wait till we get to that part of the show. How about that?
That sounds good. Yep. But no, that very awesome time, man. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated. Yeah.
Glad to support the channel and the toy purchase efforts.
There we go. They'll add it to the toy purchase effort. But this card again. Yeah, thank you, Dad. This card was very cool. I like that with the Cantina guys playing. So I guess it's okay if I show this. Yeah. Jeff says, I hope you recognize the irony of writing your name in Klingon on the outside of the Star Wars birthday card. Geoff. Yep. So here's the card. Yeah. Let me turn my noise cancellation back on. So turn off the echo on the air conditioner in the room. Yeah. So here's the Mark with the C. I hope you spelled it Mark with a C on that. But that's my name in Klingon, which is very cool. So,
can you say it?
Mark. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. And in honor of that, we got to play. Let's see, we got to play something from Worf, right? Let's see. Let me grab. I've got to have a Worf clip here. Let's see.
I got one for you.
Let's see.
You are doing very well. For you, Mr. Worf, I would love to explore Klingon memories. Klingons do not allow themselves to be probed. Did Did you feel an uncontrollable?
Oh my gosh.
That was a great episode. That was
I do not see why it is necessary to wear these ridiculous uniforms. Protocol.
All right, I thought it was a real long one. Sorry about that.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Do you like Worf better with the ponytail or the Little Lord Fauntleroy haircut? If you had to pick.
Ponytail.
Ponytail? Yeah.
I like the ponytail better. What do you guys think?
Nah.
What about the white hair, the older Worf? How they made his hair so Snow White?
Oh, and the
yeah, and the
new garbage.
Yeah, well, right. His instead of it being like a gray,
he's older, so
it's like. But instead of it being like a gray or salt and pepper, it's like straight white, isn't it?
No, he's pretty old. So
yeah.
I mean, I hate the show, but that didn't really bother me one way or the other.
Yeah, the 3 old Klingons when they came back were white haired. So
yeah.
And hail to Jeremy 5 Russia approved. Thank you for swinging by on Sunday Night Geekery. Yep, much appreciated. Yep, and he's saying hi. And then let me show. And Geoff is saying it's pronounced "get lost." I guess it sounds like "get lost." Yeah, get lost. And let me show the awesome Batmobile that Joker's hiding here. Let me switch my microphone back here. There.
All right. So very cool. Let me make it full screen again. So very cool. I'm really liking this one with the blue because I actually do have this one with the black and the red. You can never have too many Batmobiles, of course. But I think the blue one this one Jeff got looks a lot better than this all black one. I'm really liking this blue. What do you guys think? Doesn't that look really cool with the blue?
I don't like the snubby crap, but I do like the blue color.
Blue is
nice. I like to see them do just the normal one, but in blue, like them because they're. You remember we were looking at those ones with all the different colors.
Yep.
I don't like the snubby thingy, but yeah, it looks like a little ride that you see outside of Walmart.
I think these are cute. I think they're fun. See, this is perfect with Lego Batman, right?
Yeah.
Perfect scale. That works perfect, right?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
So
thank you very much for that, Jeff. Didn't have to do it, but really cool. really like this. Yep. That's going up on the wall. Yep. Oh, here's Flash from not the Flash movie.
Is that CW Flash?
Yeah.
Now, why do I think with that one, Mark?
Yeah.
Captain America from the first Captain America movie just painted red. I mean, it just when I look at it, it just.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that.
Yeah, because the uniform fits mostly the cowl, the mask.
The
it looks like
piece,
this,
yeah.
It's kind of like the same. Maybe they use the same mold for it, but
I can see why you might think that.
Yeah.
Well, the mask is very similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And our case is get lost. I just got here. So, yeah. No, please don't get lost. Yep. And Jeff says, "What do you mean snubby crap? That's life size." Yeah. And Joseph Dredd says, "Happy birthday, sorry, Mark. Sorry, I lost internet." Phantom, no, it's not my 89th. It's my 29th birthday. Get it correct. And Chachan, if I'm saying that right, the Blue Batman looks kawaii. So hail to, I always hate when I get names wrong, but C.E. Chachan, I guess. What do you guys think? Let us know phonetically. Yep. I hope I get it right. Yep.
Chachan. Hey, listen, I'm like you with languages. Apparently, Lord Thoth said I did a pretty good job pronouncing from Montreal up there in French pretty well tonight. So I take that as a great compliment.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Beacom says, when your CW character costume looks better than your $200 million motion picture costume, you've erred indeed. Yeah, I like the color of the costume. I think they did a nice job with the color, with the red on the Flash movie, but I did not like They kind of tried to simplify the costume too, which was interesting. They didn't make it as boring to some of these.
Yeah, actually, that later costume he had wasn't as bad as the one he had in the other movies.
Yeah,
but
still, I think this one. I still think I agree. This one looks better.
Cuffs though on his shirt?
Actually, the color of his costume in the movie wasn't when that was better. I don't like this color. It's too dark. He's Flash. I hate that kind of color for the Flash costume.
Right. They changed it later, the more red
in
color.
The movie though that we saw, as much as I don't think the movie was very good, but I kind of didn't mind his costume that much. The primary one, not that later one.
Not the Batman ripoff spray painted one. Yeah.
Right. No.
That. Y'all haven't talked about that any tonight, have y'all?
No.
Okay.
No, but it's early yet. So.
All right. Cool. All right.
Always hope.
Francis, what's the 89th birthday show? Oh, because it's 89th Sunday Night Geekery. Oh, I wrote it.
You didn't put episode number 89, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope I make it to 89, but yeah, maybe I'll change that. Yep. And Chachan, he says, it doesn't mind if you're saying it wrong, but call me CC. So I'll stick with CC. And he says, not offended if you say it wrong, which is very cool. But it's always nice to try to get the pronunciation right. And Das Wolfen says, happy birthday. Thank you, Das Wolfen. So let me show the loot that I got. Didn't get too. People didn't go crazy, which is good. But my mom found this in Marshall's, which is, I think this is pretty darn cool. Imagine X of DC Super Friends. It's the kids friendly line.
Kid friendly Joker.
Yeah, kid friendly Joker.
Imagine they still make that these days.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, my sister, when I got this, she's like, "You realize your nephews have boxes, like a, whole ton of these." I'm like, "Yeah, well, bring them over." Like, no, they still want them. But but yeah, here's it's a kid-friendly Joker. He does not squirt acid. Yep. Yeah, Japan says, don't get close to the flower and Joker's lapel. Yep. And Diesel says, happy birthday. Thank you, Diesel. Yep.
Is that the abandoned amusement park he brings Commissioner Gordon to torture him?
I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good for kids.
I don't
soon.
Wow, dude. Oh, look at it.
Ages 3 to 8. Yep. But it's pretty well done. Yeah, it's pretty. So it's XL, imagine. Yeah, so I'll have to find a spot in the
Aston
shelf.
Martin back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna show that next. Yep. And well, everyone, guess how much this toy costs? Guess how much this toy costs?
$9.99.
Marsh, $9.99. We got a $9.99. $2.
$14.99.
Okay. Anyone in the chat wants to guess what they think this Marshall's is like a discount store, just so everyone knows. So it's like
I'm probably high then. Let me change mine to about $7.99.
$7.99. Yep.
Yeah.
Jill says $12. And happy birthday to Cisse. Says Gemini, my birthday was Saturday. Oh, we got the same birthday then. Yep. Hey, Raquel, SSG.
Hey.
Thank you. Yep.
Raquel saw my tweet.
Okay, Brian's at $7.99.
$6.66.
Diesel's at $4.99, $9.99.
The offer says it's of the devil, apparently.
Yeah. All right. I think we do have a winner in the chat though. I think the winner is Diesel. $4.99. Yeah.
Wow.
From Marshalls. Yep.
Wow, that's quite a discount.
Under $10, but everyone was pretty close. Everyone's pretty close. So yeah. So, but yeah, for $5, that's pretty good. Pretty good job, Mom. I would have bought that too if I saw this in the store. So, what's not the? Does he squirt? No, he doesn't squirt water. No. I don't think there's any. It's just the art. Yep. And then the kids were very happy that this got delivered today because they bought this for me. So Retroblast, did Retroblasting do a video on the Aston Martin?
I don't know.
He did the A-Team van, right?
He did the A-Team van. I don't know if he started this.
I don't think he did because I after he came on Clavies last week, I've been on a retro kick. So
you know what's weird? Look at that guy. The guy and the second from the left. He looks like Sylvester McCoy, Doctor Who. Until you got closer.
Yeah. He's next to Oddjob.
So you got closer, but yeah. Goldfinger looks like the seventh Doctor. That is incredible. That car though, man.
Does Oddjob look like the Charlie Chan guy from the 30s and 40s series?
Yeah, kinda.
Those are good. Did you ever watch those, guys?
Yeah.
I kind of
I've
get
seen
into
some,
like
yep,
old
yep.
serials
Great
sometimes.
watcher. Look at that car, man. Who?
Yeah, this
Playmobil's
is gonna be
amazing.
fun. This is gonna be fun to put together. So
So that was the big one that they got you, obviously.
the big one, yep. So my kids chipped in and got
That
me
couldn't have
this for
been cheap.
Father's Day and birthday.
Wow.
It wasn't, but neither was college.
Very nice. I hear you. You gotta love the Aston Martin. Is that relatively newer or what?
I think this is like a year old. And Jeff, does Harold have this one? My friend Harold has bought a lot of these.
That's badass. I love it.
And Night Rider's out too, and the A-Team van. Those are also.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, Michael did do a video on the A-Team.
Yeah, he did that. So I got to get the A-Team. Yep, and he found weapons for them because of course, they don't sell them with weapons.
That was a cool video.
Like, yeah, it was very cool. Yep. So this actually has some features like the car, the movie car. So it has the bumpers that shoot out. And it's got the rotating license plate, the wheel spinners, and I guess here's the machine guns on the front.
There you go.
Right?
The
Those
oil
are the machine
slick.
guns there. Yeah, the oil slick here, the ejection seat. I don't know if it has any lights. It's got the bulletproof shield that comes up. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. And then Jeff says, I think he just got an Aston Martin, but not sure if it's Playmobil. I think, well, if he did, I think it was the Playmobil, but I'll ask Harold yet. But those are the bumpers that shoot out. So if anyone knows the Corgi car, which is super famous.
Yes, I have one.
Corgi car does a lot of these same things, although later ones, I think they took the rotating license plate out. I don't think mine has the rotating license plate or the machine guns.
The little 164 does not have the rotating license plate.
The first version, I think, had the rotating. The very, very first one that was actually gold.
Yeah.
There's been multiple versions.
But that's the 132 you're talking about, right, Mark?
The Corgi car, yeah, small.
Yeah, but Corgi had 6432 and even some 112s, yeah. So it just depends on which one you got. I used to get the smaller ones.
The one that's about yay big.
Yeah, that's a 32.
That's a 32. Yeah, so
I
was researching it, and they did change. Like the very, very first one was actually gold. I think we did it on. We showed it on. Was it on Global Geek Gang where someone was talking about him? I don't remember, but yeah, it's
on which one?
The original car, or maybe it was on Toxic Tuesday. I think we were showing the car on Toxic Tuesday when we did Bond. Yep.
Oh,
that's when I did Goldfinger. I think I did when I did the wrong movie. I was supposed to do Goldfinger, and I did
Man with the Golden Gun.
I did the Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what stand-up arcade game blatantly ripped off the Aston Martin for the entire game?
Spy Hunter?
Yep, Spy Hunter.
Oh, didn't they get in trouble for that, or?
I don't think they ever got any trouble because they couldn't prove anything, but it's so obvious, like when you're looking at it.
Well, because at the beginning, no one thought about you had to license the game, so yep.
Right. Spy Hunter's a fun game too, especially the stand-up.
Yeah, I love that one.
So Jeffrey says $50 on Amazon, $75 on Walmart. I guess these go on sale once in a while. So if you really want one, as you say, always wait for the sale. But this looks really cool. I'll do a build stream on this one. There's not a lot to build, but you got to assemble maybe some stickers to put on. And Sunny and Brave says happy birthday, Mark. Thank you. And CC says it's a Playmobil. Recognize the doll. And I think they said they hadn't seen one of these Playmobil in about 20 years. So check out Playmobil. I mean, they've been killing it with their IP. I've got the Back to the Future car, the DeLorean, which I still haven't built. I got to do that too as well. So I've got the DeLorean. They've got an A-Team van. They've got Ghostbusters Ecto 1. I think 2 versions of that. A bigger and a smaller one. Of course, they've got the Star Trek Enterprise, which is hanging from my ceiling, which is gorgeous. Which I'll flip my camera over to. Well, here I can go. Let's see if I can shoot that up there. Whoop! Come on, camera. No, of course not the camera. It's too loose there. Where's the? Sorry about that. There's the If you can see that, the Enterprise there. Lights are off right now, but
Mark's got a yesterday's Enterprise set up there, gang.
Yeah, nice.
That's still the Enterprise that I thought he should make as a table place in his living room and use the ring part as like a serving dish for like popcorn or peanuts or something. But
I'm trying to make it to my 30th anniversary.
Well, you try to pitch it. You try to pitch it as a house, as a multifunctional tool. So, but, yeah.
I'll try that, and then you let me know when you have the extra room in your house ready for me.
I'll have it ready for you, buddy. Anytime I'll make room.
I'll
put a tent up in the backyard.
You totally should have got married in June, brother. That way you could have had all your stuff at one time.
Yeah. So this was pretty nice of the kids to get me as a present. So thank you to Nicole, Eric, and Charlie. And here's the card they got me, of course. So you got to get a Star Wars card. Message from both sides of the Force. So much goodness I sense in you. Long have I waited for this moment. Yep. Perhaps it is cake. Happy your birthday will be. And then what does Darth say? To wish you a most impressive birthday. It's always get cool card. It's fun being a sci-fi geek / nerd fan. That you always get some fun stuff for your birthday. So makes this easy to buy for, right? Why not?
What's going to even be better, Mark, is tomorrow when one of them's going to be leaving, they're going to be like, "Pop, that was a really nice present. I mean, we dropped a lot of money on you. You think you could spot me 50 to payday?"
Yeah, right. Yeah. Michael Beacom's heading out. Thank you, Michael Beacom.
All right, Mike,
for being here.
Be good, sir. Shout out to
Have a great week. Yep. Let me switch my
microphone back here. All right. He says, "Be seeing you." In typical prisoner fashion. I'm back at my desk now. Yep. Yeah, Joseph Dredd says, there's a Playmobil Ghostbusters Ecto one. Yeah, it's pretty. Why don't we show some of those Playmobiles? They're pretty darn sweet.
I now want a Knight Rider, man. You don't see too many.
The Knight Rider looks awesome. I mean,
and your voice is a doctor. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's from St. Elsewhere.
Or Mr. Feeney for our younger guest in the chat. So.
From The Graduate, right? He was also the dad, the husband of The Graduate.
Who?
If you excuse me, the voice.
Kit's
of Kit,
voice.
William Daniels.
William Daniels. Yep. There you go.
He
was on St. Elsewhere. Or whatever.
Yeah, he was good in that, from what I remember.
And a Rockford episode that I remember very well.
So here we go. Let's share the screen here. Show everyone do a little bit of enabling here. So here's the Playmobil site. So, I mean, they even got the, Gullwing Mercedes, Ferrari. Here's the 007, of course, we're looking at. And here's the A-Team van, which is super sweet. Or a keychain, yep. B.A. Baracus keychain, yep.
Does it come with all four guys?
It does come with all four guys, although as guys, check out Retro Blasting. His link is below. He did a great review of this van. There's no Melinda in it, who was kind of like the...
that is true. But you do get Starbuck. You do get the guy that I thought was Lee Marvin when I was a kid. It had to be explained to me that that's not Lee Marvin. So
I love it when the plan comes together. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there is a mystery machine which I'll show. Yep. But here's the let's see, 360 view if it'll work. Yep. They got tools. Yeah, this is just super amazing. You gotta love the 18 van, which is a great van to have when you're on the run because no one will ever notice your van. I mean, it's just blends right in with everything, which I thought was a brilliant design. They've even got a torch in there, I guess. BA's tools. You can build an ultralight. I hate this cash bag.
Does it come with a glass of milk in case Murdoch has to fly us everywhere and we need to drug BA?
Yeah, like a BA with the.
Boo. Wait.
recorder there.
Who's in the front of that again? What's he?
He's fixing the radiator. The radiator's got a leak. He's
okay.
He's fixing
he's
the
adding
radiator.
more stuff to it so he can push the barn door.
The correct terminology is he's brazing the radiator. Hey, Hungry Boy.
Gotcha.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's cool. Because Hungry Boy, what's up, dude? It said,
Hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. If you're on the run like that, how do you like license and keep like your brake tags and all up to date? If you're
Oh, and GF got a confirmation from Harold, my buddy Harold. He has the Playmobil 18 van, the Mystery Machine, and the Aston Martin. Of course he does. Yep,
nice.
Yep. So, yeah, it's just all the little details they have in this. Just really well done. Yep. Except no weapons, so you got to fix that.
That's true.
The A team has to have the Ruger Mini 14 was the A team's weapon of choice when they were not hitting anyone. I only think people got hit on the show like 3 times. I think. Yep. Courtney. Hey, Courtney's here. Courtney's got headphones.
Hi.
Oh, Courtney.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Am I too
Does the
low,
Colonel
too
come with a
loud?
little cigar?
Oh, you sound okay. I can always adjust the volume if needed. Yep.
I don't see me though.
You
Where
sound
am I?
good. Oh, you're on the. Where did you go? Let's see. Oh,
I don't know.
Here. There we go. I got to fix my
you
layout.
You can hear me still. That was weird.
There we go. Yep. That's one of those fancy dancy layouts that I made. Yep. So I'm
Happy
showing
birthday.
the 18th.
Happy Father's Day.
Courtney. Thank you so much. Yep. and does it come with exploding bushes to crash the bad guys' cars? Yep.
How does it work on gas stations?
Oh, Dad, man,
take out the gas stations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fan says, why is Mr. T not wearing safety goggles as he's welding? Sends a bad message to kids. Well, Mr. T pities the fool that thinks that welding could actually hurt his glasses, right? Mr. T, he can just look at that arc. And actually, we're welding at work, and my dad's like, don't look. And you look for a few seconds, so you do get arc. It actually can damage your vision. See, Mr. T is such a good welder. He's not looking at that arc, but that arc will actually. That's why the welder shield is so dark, and I did hurt my eyes. I looked for a few seconds, and
maybe he's wearing
your eyes
contacts.
got all scratchy. Yeah, well, you need more than contacts, but yeah.
He's not teaching children appropriate safety. That's not
that's true. Yeah,
a good toy. Stunning and brave Megatron. Hello. Hi, Jeffrey.
Let's see here. Let's see what other cool A-teams, not A-team,
Hi,
Playmobil stuff. Let's see where. Let's go back one. Oh, where's my menu here? Let's see here.
Hey, gang, I'll be back in a few. I'm going to go see what's going on with the boys. All right.
Yep. Good luck. Yep.
Thanks.
So someone was mentioning the Mystery Machine. And we got Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Star Trek. Here's Scooby. Pretty cool stuff here. I mean, this is looking good. So we got Scooby Pilot, Scooby Fireman, and here's the Mystery Machine. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Solve some mysteries, right?
Scooby told me,
happy birthday.
Oh, those spots.
Thank you, Scooby. Oh, you get a hot dog in that too? Wow. I mean, I would definitely take one of these here. What's that in the back there? Is that but I love all the cute little details that they add to these. There's a map, So I can imagine, as an adult collector, I mean, these are fun to collect, but as a kid, there's a lot of, gadgets and gizmos that you can play with and, have an adventure. So you got the Mystery Machine there, and thankfully, hopefully nothing to do with the Velma show, which was horrendous. Yep. Let's see here. What else we got? You got Ghostbusters. You got the Firehouse.
Oh, I was muted. I said something. I'm like, no one's listening. Stunning and brave Megatron says he is the van.
Nice.
Toy.
Yeah.
The Lego Mystery Machine. That's what it's.
I've got to get this Ecto 1 eventually. I would think there's an Ecto 1. I guess this one has, or is this one? Oh, this is the one from the second movie. I guess, yeah. So this is the second Ghostbusters movie. So they have both of them. Yeah, I guess I'm partial to the original Ecto 1, but they're both very cool, obviously. And then you can buy the figures separately, and the Firehouse. It's like I'd spend the last of my petty cash to buy this Playmobil light Firehouse. I think, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Yeah. So as a kid, that would be a fun gift to get. I can imagine. Yeah.
I always wanted to like slide down one of those fireman poles when I was a kid.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
I pity the car that fools with me.
Yeah. I drew the real mystery van a couple months ago. Nice. Yep. So yeah, they have Playmobil's got some great lines. Let's show, of course. We got to show Star Trek here. They don't have as many Star Trek items. Of course, they've got the Enterprise, which I have. The Bird of Prey. I was hoping for the D7. They should have done the D7 next, but it's not as expensive. The Bird of Prey, thankfully. So,
someone is asking. Lenrod is asking, how big is Mr. Stay Puft?
I'll go get Mr. Stay Puft. Hold on. I'll be right back.
See, this is what we love about you. He's like, I have it right here.
Hey there, Harold Ellis. Welcome.
Hi, Harold. Hi, Joseph Dredd. Hi, Phantom Outsider.
Hello, everybody.
Hungry Boy again.
Yep.
Hi, Coffee.
Hey, hello there. It's Courtney.
Is that Dad? Who's above me? I can't see the thing.
Nobody's above you.
No, in the.
But that man's here.
That man. That's who I meant. I couldn't tell.
Man, he's above all of us.
It's. I changed it up because of Hungry Boy.
I got you.
It's all Hungry Boy's fault.
Yes. Who has got 8 pages of notes for me? But that's another story for another time.
Hey, Hungry Boy, buddy of mine is at a con in Charlotte this weekend, and he hung out with Joe Staten a lot. And he likes Joe Staten, so it wasn't like it was me hanging out with him, telling him his arts. Sorry. I know he's your buddy. I'm just kidding. Say he was a really cool dude.
There it is.
He didn't insult him or anything. They did talk about what a great artist Mike Allred is, but no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, get back. He's back.
Ah, okay. So it's pretty big compared to.
Well, he's a peewee compared to the one in the movie, but.
Well, no, compared to like they made it scale, like kind of probably a little smaller than scale, but compared to the car and stuff, because he was bigger than like the buildings and stuff. Wasn't he?
Yes.
In the movie? I'm trying to remember.
Well,
second guessing myself now.
It was way bigger than that scale wise. Uh-oh. It's got a dusty car.
You got to take care of your toys. That's why everything he has is perfect. Lenrod says not big enough. Not big enough.
Did Staten ruin Power Girl? I don't know. Did he? I just thought it was crappy on Green Lantern and Legion. But he drew some sketches for my friend who likes it. A lot of people like Staten. Most people do. It's just me, Hungry Boy. What you have there? It looks like he's a new. It was like this version. It's like if they did they have Stay Puft Marshmallow Man ever on the cartoon? Like make a regular character out of him or something? Probably not.
Gosh, it keeps going on and off from the mute. I was trying to comment with you. Sorry about that, Cobbie.
No problem.
Didn't mean to leave you hanging.
No. Pretty cool though. Yeah, not big enough. I'm sure there's a scale one out there somewhere. They made really big ones where because the guys are like, they're like, he's Godzilla.
Yeah. Pretty much. I put this avatar on for Hungry Boy because I haven't used it in a little bit.
Oh,
Hungry Boy drew that, everybody. So that's supposed to be me as a Joan Jett inspired superhero, kind of.
Nice.
This stuff's awesome looking. Had to brush off the marshmallow dust. Hi, Mrs. Dadman.
Mrs. Dadman, what's up? Wow, look at that. Bum 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 bum. Black Bird of Prey, pretty damn cool. Wow. The Genesis Commander himself. Who are you? What is the meaning of this? Your presence here is an act of war.
Keep going.
Do not lecture me about treaty violations. The Against the Federation in developing an ultimate weapon has become a gang of intergalactic criminals. It is you who surrender, not I. I love that movie. You Klingon bastards! You killed my son. We're doing the show in Klingon now.
Oh my god! Didn't I tell you that my friend Pete showed that whole Klingon song on my channel one time? I took a break and I told him to take over, and there's a song.
Oh yeah.
And he played the whole thing. I came back. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's my channel. Yeah. And you're welcome, Hungry Boy. Here, I'll do it again. That's Hungry Boy's. I don't know if people can actually see it that small, but they probably have the thing here somewhere. I packed up a lot of my stuff. Nothing's on my walls anymore.
Nice art.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
There I am. Nice. I look exactly like it, huh? Don't I? No,
you do.
Not at all.
That's pretty.
In my dreams.
Great art.
Although I did sing a Joan Jett song.
That is pretty.
So, did you see that, Cobby? My Joan Jett performance?
No, I did not.
I'll put it in the private chat for you. It's good.
Sure.
It's funny. Is Mark here? Or did he leave us?
Who else put those pictures? Who else put those pictures?
I was on mute.
He's just not talking. I was like, where did Mark
I was on
go?
mute. The mute button got clicked.
That's kept happening to me before. I'm rubbing off on you.
I was talking the whole time to myself.
Putting up the pictures.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I must have hit the keyboard thing. Yeah. So, probably no one missed me, but I said hi to Mrs. I was saying hi to everyone.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm boomering it all the way. I'm 55 now, so I'm losing
boomering a lot lately.
Boomering a lot lately.
You're old. I mean, you made it another. I don't know. I say that I turned old officially, but you turned old plus 10. So
you did.
Yeah.
It happened.
Well, I was saying before when no one could hear me, I wanted to go see Star Trek 3. My friend's like, no, we're going to see Ghostbusters. Like, let's go see Star Trek 3. Ghostbusters 1, but I did eventually get to see.
I went and saw them both over 10 times in the theater.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
If you'd been hanging out with us, you'd have been going all that summer.
Yeah.
You're too young though. I was 20 years old. All my friends were older than me.
Yeah, but we did have some older friends. Yeah. Yeah, Ghostbusters is great in the movie theater. Well, both were great in the movie theater. Yeah, Star Trek 3 is an underrated movie, I have to say. Yep, definitely underrated. Yep.
Lenrod said, "Old people are old." I think I'm the youngest here, so this is why I hang out with these guys. It makes me feel better.
Yeah, sadly, while mute, Mark D made some profound comments. Yeah, I made some. That's some of my best lines ever on YouTube. And
we missed him.
We missed him. Yep. But here's Knight Rider with Kit
and the Hoff.
So Retroblasting did a great video on this. So check out Retroblasting's channel. But yeah, all the tools and what was the girl's name? Bonnie? Was it Bonnie or
I don't remember.
On what?
I'm trying to remember. On Ghost
Rider that much.
Oh yeah, it's Bonnie Barstow. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, it was Barney. Yep.
Never watched
Devin Miles.
Too much there.
I love this show. Yeah, this is great. remember they had a commercial that was funny. There's a Knight Rider YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
All things Knight Rider, like history of Knight Rider. And I remember watching a commercial about how they were going after the General Lee, saying that Knight Rider was a better car than the General Lee. It was faster, stronger, better.
Well, yeah.
And then these guys found, like, and people always remembered seeing this commercial. I remembered it. And they actually found it. Someone had like one of the, producers had worked on the series, had a box of old VHS tapes, and they were able to find the darn commercial. Like, I haven't seen this in 40 years. And they actually found the commercial, which was fantastic, and put it on their YouTube channel. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. But it's like Knight Rider Historians, I think. Something like that's the name of the channel.
Mhm.
So Knight Rider, is it Knight Rider Official? No, it's
Companion?
Let's see, maybe it was Official.
Is it the Knight Rider Companion, maybe?
Yeah, it was some kind of
Like a
I'm
book?
trying to remember the name. Yeah, and who the heck was it? Let's see.
I know the guy who makes does something called the Knight Rider Companion. He goes on the Doomcock show with us all the time.
Oh, maybe that's probably it. Yep. Don't ever doubt Cloudburn Times.
No, I'm doubting me too. I'm just saying it was the wild guess, dude.
No, but you're good. You're damn good.
Is that who it was? Nick,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Something or other?
Yeah, Knight Rider Companion. Yep.
Oh, nice dude. Yeah.
Here we go. So here's his channel. Let me put that in. So it's a Knight Rider Companion. I always want to give people credit. And I'm trying to find that. There was that commercial that was. Well, anyway, they found the commercial on the channel. It's like something you remember, and you're like, that's got to, And people. The funny thing is, they said people were arguing over whether or not the commercial existed, and people like, I saw it. It had, it was there. And other people like, no, it didn't exist. When they finally found it on the videotape, they were psyched. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, that KR Companion. That's right. Yeah. Nice feller.
Yep. And this car actually is activated by not even just by a touch sensor on the hood. Is actually a touch sensor. There's no buttons. You just put your finger. Motion sensor there. It's just so cool. Yep. Tom Petty once said, "If you ain't getting old, you're dead." Unfortunately, right?
Yep. That's pretty spot on. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Right. A har.
And, yeah, and So Brian says, someone told me I was old on my last birthday. I replied, there are only two options, so I'm good with old. Yeah. Right.
That does not look like Hasselhoff at all. I'm very disappointed.
Well,
there it does. It does there, actually. Yeah. In the car, it didn't look like it as much.
And he's got the watch, too. They even got the watch. He would talk to Kit with on the watch. Yep. And,
Kit looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Kit. It's pretty cool car. Yep. Always fun. Yep. So, that's yeah, that's right. The rotating license plate, too. Yep. That's just a fun show. And then the other thing was, remember Michael Knight wasn't originally on the show because, it was a different, I shouldn't say Knight, Hasselhoff. So there was a different actor who played him
in the first episode, but then they had to change his face because he got something or whatever. So
they did plastic surgery, and he ended up looking like David Hasselhoff
in the first one, though, right?
Yeah, the first one, but right? Yeah, but I remember arguing with a friend, like, no, there was a different guy. Like, no, he didn't. Back then there was no internet, or you couldn't do anything to, like, for sure it was a different actor who played. Yeah, he looked different.
Yeah, the first few minutes.
Yeah.
But in the pilot, again, I'm not an expert on the show. I remember watching it a couple of episodes, not that many, but I remember the pilot where, yes, he would look completely different. And then he became a different guy. Like they acted, like they thought he was dead, and so the world thinks he's dead. He's a new guy completely, and they changed his face to David Hasselhoff.
Yep.
Right. But in the pilot, is that right?
In the pilot, yeah, that's right. Yeah, in the pilot.
Okay, I'm asking you because you know the show better than I do.
Yeah, it was Michael Long, as Brian says. The first guy becomes Michael Knight. But I was just remembering, being in, grammar school or middle school, and you're arguing like, dude, there was a different guy. He wasn't Michael Knight from the beginning. Like, what are you, crazy? It was always David Hasselhoff. Like, no, on the first episode.
Was Michael Knight like an assumed name that he took over after he from his original identity, or what?
Yeah, because it was he was originally Michael Long. Yeah. So different name too. Yep.
Right.
So so it was fun. My dad liked that show too, which is fun. I'd watch the show with my dad once in a while. So
did you watch Street Hawk too?
Street Hawk, yep.
It only lasted I also 8 episodes. Go ahead.
You had all those vehicle shows. Then you had, of course, Airwolf, which I love. Airwolf.
Blue Thunder didn't last, but Airwolf did. Yeah.
Airwolf
Blue Thunder only lasted like 12, maybe. But yeah.
Right, because you had the Roy Scheider movie, and then they had the TV series like Clobber Times.
The movie was pretty good.
Yeah, the movie was good. Yeah, and a lot of thought on spine and how far the police force should go. It's basically the police force gets this super duper Apache helicopters. Yeah, that could spy on everyone. Yeah,
catch you later.
Yeah,
but it also had Roy Scheider. It's pretty cool. I mean, I remember they do the TV show and they have James Ferrantino play him. But I had a buddy who loved that stuff. He loved that Blue Thunder TV show and Street Hawk, and I used to tease him about it. Like, dude, really? Street Hawk? Automan? How about Automan? Of course. Ugh.
Automan, yeah.
Automan was really dumb. Manimal.
Manimal,
those 80s shows, dude.
Yeah. What was the one with Hulk Hogan? It was called Thunder in Paradise. Who remembers Thunder in Paradise?
I think so.
Yeah, here we go. Thunder in Paradise. Let's see that one.
Yes, sir.
Hulk Hogan, I think it lasted 2 or 3 seasons. Let's see. Oh, only one season. Okay, one season. Yep.
It lasted.
So it's Hulk Hogan.
Acapulco Heat. Yeah.
So it's basically Hulk Hogan on this like super duper kind of like Knight Rider in the ocean, basically. Right?
Oh, is that what it was? Did a boat?
Yeah. Did a boat. Yeah, it was like the super duper boat and fighting crime in this super duper boat. And there were always ugly women on the show in bikinis.
Oh yeah. They're all terrible.
Yeah, and they had like super pursuit mode in the boat. Yeah, it was like it was hysterical. Yeah.
The vehicle shows gimmick of the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, actually some of the locations were in Walt Disney World, yeah. And they're filming, yeah.
Geoff loved Manimal.
There we go, yep.
Remember Manimal, Courtney? Or Dad, man, either one of you?
Manimal, no.
Manimal. About a dude who could turn into animals.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember
6 episodes. Yeah, Simon McCorkindale.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. And I met Melanie Anderson one because she was also in the Flash Gordon movie. She was on that show like 6.
That like cover or whatever, that Manimal, like it looks familiar.
Series is out there. He could turn it. He could just. I mean, I forgot the reason. I forget the reason now, but they had these really stupid transformation scenes where he's turning into every kind of different animal, and I loved how he would turn back into a human and his clothes would be there.
Yeah, he had to have his clothes. Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty stupid. Oh dear.
Well, it's like the Hulk, right? Hulk always had pants back.
Geoff remembers Automan too. Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
And that lasted 6 episodes. Desi Arnaz Jr.
Yeah.
Joseph, hey, I remember I was excited about Automan because it came out not too long after Tron. It was, and I love Tron. I thought it was going to be like they had that similar effects. And he was basically like a computer-generated hero.
Wonder why I can't see.
Automan was created by this computer nerd, police nerd, and he was basically his computer could create a computer-generated hero and the car and everything. and had the great Robert Lansing on it. And it was a silly show and didn't last long.
Yeah, there's Automan. Yeah.
Tigra.
Yeah.
And Automan and Manable. I think they're the same number of episodes, like 6.
Yeah. Oh, the one off Exo-Man. I remember Exo-Man.
Yeah.
It was like that was basically
like
supposed to be Iron Man.
Looked really
Exo-Man.
stupid. Misfits.
That was
what? Good.
I was just say there was a failed pilot.
Right.
So they made like a TV movie out of it.
The Dipshits of Science was terrible.
I love Misfits of Science. I did.
Did you really?
What was that? Had the
Courtney
girl
Cox
from
was on
Friends, Courtney Cox, on it. Yeah. Everyone had a crush on her back then. Yeah.
I got made fun of because of that name. You can imagine.
Because of that name, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an affront to. Here's the Marvel, the Hulk, TV Cap, Exo-Man,
Thor,
and that's the Thor, yeah. But the thing that was hysterical about this was the guy would move it like 2 miles an hour, and he was always running out of power, and then he was running out of air. I'm like, why don't you just have a hole in this suit so you could get air in? So the story was the guy had been paralyzed. Our hero on the show. And so he's got this exoskeleton, which is clearly just a rubber
really
suit.
Dumb-looking suit.
Yeah, totally rubber with this, shell over it.
Show his face. Because I can't remember the actor's name.
Let's see if they show his face here. Let's see.
I saw a picture up there with his face on it.
That's not easy to see there, but here's. Let's see. They're not showing.
Good matter.
I can't
remember who played him.
Yeah. But then he would be in like this and go into this coffin thing, and then he's he'd running out of power. He burst through the wall.
Right.
Yeah, that was the big.
Remember they tried it many years later. Some very same premise on a TV show called Mantis. I believe it was
Mantis. Mantis. Let's see.
And he was a dude in a TV show.
Oh yeah, I gotta do TV. Come on,
show next to it.
It should know that the computer should be psychic. Computer.
Hello, computer. There you go.
Computer.
He was kind of like he was. I think he was. He had been handicapped by an accident or by a shooting or whatever it was, and he couldn't. He had to get in the suit.
Oh, I remember this show. Yeah. This wasn't bad, if I'm remembering. It was kind of cheesy fun. It was cheesy, good fun, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So he was in a wheelchair, right? Yep. Yeah. There we go. Yep. Yeah. That was kind of a good show. Yeah. He had these fun, cheap. That wasn't on network TV. That was syndicated, I think, wasn't it? Or
I think maybe, or was it Fox? Maybe it's Fox or somebody like that. I can't really remember. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know how we got off on weird superhero shows. Could have been talking about a weird superhero movie that came out this week, but we didn't do that. So.
Yeah, we will in a sec.
Computer. Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
Thank you,
I don't know if I never thought that was so funny.
Have you seen that movie, Courtney?
No.
That's Star Trek. Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home.
I haven't seen any Star Trek yet. Remember, I have to start with the original season.
Yeah, you're okay.
And
you might like it. Yeah, I don't know.
After June 28th, a lot of my life will be different. A lot of stress will be gone. And I put that in the private chat for you, Clobby.
Oh, yes. I saw it.
It's funny.
That is a great line. Hello, computer. I gotta clip it so it's just hello, computer.
Hello, computer.
So we got
my goodiousness!
Fun show. So I guess we started with looking at Playmobil. So
we were Playmobil. I'm sorry.
No,
we go all over the place. At least it wasn't food.
It wasn't food. Yep. It will be food later too, but we'll do some Flash. But yeah. So you got. So anyway, check out Playmobil. Playmobil, if you would like to sponsor Sunday Night Geekery, please contact us. Yeah, but no, some great vehicles, and they really really hit the right points on recreating these, so they've got all the nice details that fans of the shows would love, and then kids will appreciate these too. But as an adult collector, they've got everything that you would like like in there. So
is that what you're called, an adult collector? It seems
yes,
so
I'm an
weird.
adult collector. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
An adult
what else
droid.
was supposed to- yeah.
I didn't grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid. So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
No
we don't
adult.
have any Toys R Us kids, any Toys R Us's at all.
are they all gone?
I'm
Are
told
they-
no.
Yeah, right?
I'm told
Aren't
people have them in Canada. Our friends in Canada say they got them, but I was led to understand that there are none in the States. Was that true?
I wonder if the last time I was.
Maybe not.
I mean,
Maybe
this
so.
is years ago now, probably like 8 years, but they still had the one that I grew up going to right near my grandmother's house. But that's 8 years ago. So
There could be some. I guess I thought I said something. I heard something about there. We don't have.
we had what was called a Kitty City right near like our house, and it burned down. I'll never forget the day it burned down. Like every kid was like, "No, all the toys."
Dang. No. I used to love
Jeffrey
toys.
boy.
says adult collector equals hoarder. No, it doesn't. It equals fun. Fun. It equals you're not the no fun police. You're the fun
Style.
police.
You're a stylist. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and Joseph. Yeah, I love the original Flash series with John Wesley Shipp and Amanda Pays. Ooh, Amanda Pays.
She was nice.
Smoking.
I had issues with that show, actually, because number one, it was kind of based on the Wally West Flash at that time, which he had to eat all that metabolism drivel that was later added into. Even though he was Barry Allen on the show, I like John Wesley Shipp okay, but not so much the things he tweets, unfortunately. But he he's kind of like a big muscle bound dude when Barry Allen was supposed to be more of a slender, like thin runner looking kind of guy. So as soon as they did that, I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to do here. And again, they mixed up a lot of Wally West in there because, wasn't she playing Tina McGee or something? Which was Wally's
she was
girlfriend in the comics.
Yeah, Amanda Pays was playing Tina McGee. Yep.
Who was Wally's girlfriend in the comic books, but still,
yeah,
it was an okay show. I mean, it just it suffered from a lot of the same problems that some of those shows did, where it didn't really until they finally started putting the Trickster as a supervillain and stuff like that. The stories were kind of boring in the first and only season, right? It was only one season.
One season, yep.
Yeah, it was, but I look back on it now, and it was kind of fun. But
I loved it.
It's better than this. It's better than this new drivel.
But I loved, here's Mark Hamill. That's the Trickster. Yeah, that was and I think he phased that episode.
That was good.
What is that neon outfit with the stripes and the polka dots? That is
Mark
fabulous.
Fabulous. That was
one of the last episodes, or
he did two.
I remember.
I think he did two.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. The costume was pretty good. You're right. He's kind of muscle bound, and then when I read they only made like 1 or 2 costumes, and Shipp in an interview said the thing smelled so bad it was horrific, like because it didn't breathe. He said it was horrendous. It looks kind of good. And that was back then when they were shading the costume to try to add some depth to it, I guess, or make it look
make him look buff.
Yeah,
the guy was pretty buff.
He was.
The guy was buff.
Which was kind of wrong for the character of Barry Allen, but
yeah.
Anyway, but it was a fun show. I think there's kind of a lot of kind of a boring episodes a lot of times because they didn't have villains until they got Trickster, which kind of a problem.
Trivia question: who was Amanda Pays married to? Or is Amanda Pays?
What's the guy from LA Law? Corbin Burnson, right?
Yeah, there we go. Can't stop clobbering times. Yep.
I don't know why I know that, but
yeah, why do you know that? Because we're jealous.
Because we're jealous. Yeah. He was great on Psych. I don't even care about LA Law and that kind of crap, but Corbin Burnson was great on Psych.
Let's see, Amanda Pays. Yeah, she was
the brute from FF Club. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think he wasn't built like Flash should have been, but that's TV. Now, the Danny Elfman theme to that Flash show, it was like, this was not too long after the Batman '89 movie. It's like he just redid He made it sound like a Batman
Yeah,
thing, which doesn't
he did.
work
Yeah,
for Flash.
And Amanda Pays was actually on the new CW Flash show. That's her, and she appeared as a scientist on that.
Oh, okay.
That
Same
show.
character.
Yeah. She played a different. I think it was a different character. I think. Had I watched the episode, I can't remember, but yeah.
Oh yeah, David Cassidy was Mirror Master.
Yeah. Who did she play? Let's see if it. Oh, this is silly. One of those silly clickbait pages. Yeah. Yeah. So it was fun to see her on the show again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a '90s crush. Yeah, '80s crush. It was '90s. Yep.
Remember they had an episode where that got preempted by some presidential address because of some emergency, and it's called When Central City Sleeps or something, and it never got aired on network television again. I don't think anyone ever got to see all of it until it was like maybe in certain time zones, but other than that, we never got to see it all. And then I guess I'm sure it's on the set. But...
Yep.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Gardner. Yep. Yeah. Hey, to Your Old Toys. So everyone check out Your Old Toys channel.
Hey.
It's got some
Your
classic
Old Toys.
Classic old Star Wars toys. Yeah, let me put his link in the.
Hi, Your Old Toys.
He's a young old Star Wars collector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I had to be away for so long, but are we moving into the movie Flash? Or are we talking about?
Yeah, we'll talk about.
Are we talking about kind of how the Flash morphed into?
No, Pat
we
S.
digress.
No, Pat S. It wasn't the Heidi Bowl. I'm glad you know about the Heidi Bowl. Though. Not too many people know about the Heidi Bowl these days. That's old. That makes you either really old or some weird stuff there.
Why don't you explain what the Heidi Bowl is? Because people might.
It was like the 1969 or 8 something in an AFC championship game between the Raiders and the Jets. Toward the last minutes of the game was running long, and the network and NBC in New York decided to cut to a showing of Heidi rather than showing the ending of the game. So the whole East Coast didn't get to find out what freaking happened or something.
But you did get to see what happened to Heidi.
You got to see Heidi, yeah. And they called it the Heidi Bowl.
Yeah. And that actually helped to change football too, and the coverage of football, and then the people are so outraged that yeah. And now our previously scheduled program, Heidi.
That's right.
Wow.
Well, the
1976. It wasn't 76, was it, Pat?
Was that recent? I don't know.
I could have swore it was no. I don't think it was 76, but yeah. Oh, it's NFL films. That means he was born in 76. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Heidi Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was Heidi Bowl was Joe Namath.
68.
And Daryl LaMonica. That's 68.
Yeah. Yeah, they preempts name.
I believe it was either an AFC championship game or an AFC playoff game. It was a playoff.
And you had no other way to watch it back then, that's for sure. No streaming,
Yeah.
She was in a jet in her Raider. She was a young Swiss orphan. Young orphan goes to live with her grandfather in the Swiss Alps. Heidi. So
that look in that picture, that looks like that kid in that one meme with all that big house fire behind him. You know the meme I'm talking about? Just that look in the. Sorry.
No, Eric K was probably at that game. He saw. He was a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Holy Toledo!
Eric K. I wasn't even born then. Jeez.
You weren't? Jeez.
68? Nope. 1970.
Wow. That was Mark was busy being born.
Yep.
And Eric and I were watching football.
Yeah. So this is hysterical too. Yeah. So they decided network opted to show the program scheduled to start at 7 p.m., which happened to be a made-for-TV movie version of Heidi, starring Jennifer Edwards, the daughter of Blake Edwards, and stepdaughter of Julie Andrews. The game ended in a wild finish that changed the outcome. A finish the Jets fans didn't get to see. Rabid Jets fans never let NBC Joe Namath or Jennifer Edwards ever forget the travesty that will be forever known as the Heidi Bowl or the Heidi game.
Heidi Bowl.
So, yeah. So the game went too long. So and it wasn't the big game it was back then. So we're just gonna start Heidi right now. Yeah.
They didn't do that anymore on the networks.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that crap. If the game ran long, tough. The networks waited.
And Timex had plopped down $700,000 to sponsor Heidi, and made it abundantly clear the show must start promptly. And they switched over to Heidi regardless of what's happening during the game.
Wow.
According to NBC, the last second higher-ups frantically tried to reach Klein and order him not to switch over. The switchboard was jammed by calls from curious viewers. Fans wanted to know whether the game would be shown to its conclusion, or parents inquiring whether the children's beloved Heidi would be starting on time.
Now, I can't remember if it was a playoff game or just a regular season game. It may have been a regular season game. I can't remember. Probably just a regular season one.
But it was the last second.
I guess because Oakland beat them. So
yeah, in the last minute.
And then, and then later later in the season, they beat Oakland to go to the Super Bowl. The Jets did. Because it's 668. Yeah.
Yeah.
For John.
Yeah. That's hysterical. Yeah. So minutes after Heidi took over, television's over the East Coast, Central Time Zone as well, So, the Jets fan held Heidi responsible. Yeah, Broadway Joe Namath. Yep. So just amazing. Yep. So Pat S was, as you said, was born in '76. What a youngin'. Yep.
Oh, he's like me. Good old NFL films. Holy Toledo! If it makes you happy, I was probably if I were watching this game, I would have been like 4 years old. So
yeah, right. Hey, Sir John, we're doing very good. Thank you for joining us on Sunday Night Geekery. You never know what we end up talking about here. How do we get to the Heidi Bowl?
But see, that's what I've been saying forever. Sports. Everybody's so afraid of sports
Hi,
ball.
Sir John.
There are things like that happen that you can make geekery, nerdy, whatever you want to call it. I mean, just oddities like
Some
this.
Some people are just repellent. They just don't like it.
Yeah, I know, but there's beautiful things like this that happen that really are unique that you can have fun exploring and stuff. Because see, Claudia, I did not know with what you were saying. I'd love to talk to you later about it, but how that changed broadcast going forward.
Yeah, it did.
Because my whole generation has been they just slide everything back. I'd never realized that there was that hard deadline at one point.
Oh, yeah, that's what did it right there.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Indeed,
well, I'd say you're a hard worker.
Pat F brought it up, but yeah.
Idiot. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
Hard worker.
I'm just being a
hard worker. Yep.
Hard
as one who's not one of those and wish he was, I admire you.
Yep. God bless. Yep. So well, I don't know how we got on Heidi from the Flash movie, but let's talk a little Flash. We'll Flash a little bit here. Pat's fault. Yep.
Let me know when you want me to fill in that Flash.
I will. Yeah, we'll have you, Dad, man. But I just want to ask for Cloudburn Time's reaction. Just says Tom Cruise has seen the Flash movie and loved it.
Did he?
Along with J-Man. And I gave it a C. I gave it, some good and bad about it. But,
Tom Cruise, what's he supposed to do? Say, I've seen the Flash movie, and I'm one of the most famous people in the world, and it sucked. Yeah. I'm not saying he didn't love it. I'm just saying, what's he supposed to say?
But you love Tom Cruise. Yeah. I said, but you love Tom Cruise.
I hate him, but
I know you do.
Even I can understand why he wouldn't come out and say it suckles.
Cruise has a meeting with Warner Brothers CEO Zaslav.
Oh, there you go.
No wonder Mogul mentioned how great it was. Cruise curiosity peaked, was then asked to see it. Zaslav, I guess your number one movie star asked to see it. Copy was sent over to Cruise. There was no casual messaging. Warner's employee brought the movie to Cruise's home in Beverly Hills and stayed until the actor finished watching The Flash. Did he invite him in for drinks or any cookies or popcorn? It was unclear in what format Cruise watched it, whether it's digital film. When Cruise finished, the movie was given back to the messenger, who returned it to the studio.
Wow.
So I guess he did like it.
Made him wait, too. Yeah. I'm Tom Cruise. I can do whatever I want.
So Dad, man, you finally saw it yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And why don't you give us the Dad Man review?
Oh gosh, do you really want blunt honesty?
Oh, yeah. Geoff, you're going to bed because we're going to talk Flash now. You can't do that. Dad Man's going to give his review. He's joking, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, well, I can make it long version or short version. And I will preface it with all props to people that like it and all this. I'm not saying whatever else, but the missus and I sat through most of the movie talking to each other, making fun of it. It had to be the second or third worst movie I've ever seen, I think, in my life.
Wow.
And I liked this was even below Ant-Man and Wasp, the last one, to me.
Wow.
The missus was thinking this was a little bit better, but I hated the movie. She hated the movie. The Flash is whiny. I think this was a victim of, we talked about Thor and that being too comedic and all. I could not take the superheroes seriously because everything happened was a joke or a visual stuff. There was never any seriousness until he delivers this thing at the end about we changed the but it was like I couldn't take him seriously because wait for where's the light falling from the ceiling or where's that other deadpan? Because every other time in the movie when he said something, there was a comedic act with it, and I could never connect with this movie. And the missus liked it a little bit better than I did, but I liked Ant-Man and Wasp better because I thought, to me, at least it had a plot. This thing was too visually. I couldn't. All the people and time, all that time travel just lost me visually. But it overwhelmed me in many factors. I like CGI, and I'm not talking about the quality of the CGI and all the other stuff, but for me, sometimes there can be too much, and I don't
like CGI.
Yeah, but this was so much. There's so much of it. It was so much during about a 20-minute segment where they kept changing the past to the point where, oh God, I was starting to get dizzy. It's like, just stop it with this stuff. It was just a little bit of sensory overload. So that in a nutshell is what I thought. I try to, I did not like it at all. This is up there with The Village in the firm in terms of movies I wanted to walk out of.
Village. I loved The Village.
But Courtney, I had different reasons why I hated it, because part of it was I should have seen it coming and I just despised it for 2 hours. To me, I have certain things for movies, and if I should have seen it coming, it makes me mad.
That's I think what pissed people off so much. I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah, and I mean, I
was still surprised. But.
I hated that movie so bad. I apologized to my wife and the kids for wasting 2 hours away from them.
I pretty much like all of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, and he actually lives right around the corner from where my mom is.
Yeah,
he does he bases most of his stuff around that area.
See,
but I just wanted to say hi, Sugar Chris. Yeah. He said hi in the chat back to Red Press.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I like
Courtney. Sorry, I got to interrupt that,
Yeah.
man. But
go ahead.
you're doing. I'm enjoying what you're saying, but thank you, Courtney. You didn't have to.
Everybody should be a member.
Courtney became a member.
Do it.
So now you can use these cool icons, right?
$1.
Check out all these cool icons we have. Yep. So you can.
I haven't tried them out yet. I get to play with stuff.
Yeah, so one of them is a clam, right? Because we're famous for clams. So thank you, Courtney. You didn't have to do that. Much appreciated. Yeah.
You might have to play Fortnite with us then.
I'll play any game if I can.
If you're at the right level, yeah.
I don't have any video games. I play Pokemon Go on my phone.
Hey, Donnie.
And hail to Donnie. And since Courtney joined the channel, why don't we give her a comment?
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Courtney.
There you go.
Much appreciated. Yep.
Well, I'm surprised by Dad Man's reaction to the movie.
I guess why I guess why or is it just that you liked other ones?
That you disliked it that much. I mean, that you just didn't think it was very good. I was expecting, or I actually thought you might even like it, but I'm not. You're not getting them a lot of disagreement out of me. I didn't hate it much, but I just didn't think it was very good.
I was overstimulated. I couldn't follow it. And the Thor, I cannot stress the Thor. You know how we talked about Thor being too comedic, you lose respect for the character.
Yeah,
I understand kind of some comedy, and this is a bubbling guy. But how can I take him serious at the end, delivering this big line when every single scene in the movie something happened?
Well, it's inconsistent.
It made.
Let me just say hi to Red Dress Press. Sorry,
Red Dress.
Dad Man. Yep. Thank you for joining us on Sunday Geek and Elite Snipers.
Sniper, sorry.
Says happy birthday. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta if you ever tried the Swiss K31, that's a very nice rifle to try if you're doing any I should say target shooting. I don't want to say that word, but yeah,
Well,
K31 is a good one.
Oh,
wait, no,
oh,
that's what he said. Yeah, very good. The K31 or the M9, the 1911 is a very. That's a nice version of that. Well, the K31 is probably the better, more accurate rifle, but. If you know firearms, you know what I'm talking about. But I want to avoid that on the YouTubes too much, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Phantom yelled in the theater, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah. I did that during the Solo movie, so yeah. But basically, my only point, Mark, was that they made him so comedic throughout the movie, it was hard to take him serious at some point. I lost respect for the movie with too many jokes, and I don't think it was necessarily Ezra Miller as much as bad writing. The missus and I talked about it, which is we felt like the writing was horrible too with it. It just
I agree.
The whole thing combined together. And I will tell you, and I will fight over this. I liked the Green Lantern movie. I was okay with it. I know y'all don't, but the Green Lantern movie should get an Oscar compared to this thing.
Oh no,
it's
way worse.
No. Oh,
come on, man!
Wow.
It's not even close.
Fight!
This is not good. It's pretty. It gets really, and of course, some of the worst CGI ever. Not the Green Lantern had any good CGI either. But, no, I think it's Green Lantern is measurably worse because it's boring and it doesn't get the character right. But no, I guess you could say they're pretty close. This is incoherent, so it's not much of a stretch, I guess.
Well, I got to say that my son was actually asking me about the CGI, and he said the director said they decided to make it blurry because that was the flash viewing what he viewed at high speed. So that was their decision to kind of make or they were just trying to save money. I don't know. Have what you will. Think of it what you will. But the baby scene I thought was really cool. But like you said, Dad, intermittently they have the wrong tone in the movie. So at one point they've got you've got these babies are going to die, which is super serious and super scary. They're in the building and they're the building's going to collapse and they're kind of being snarky about it. The Flash is like, I'm the cleanup man of the Justice Society or whatever. He's kind of complaining, which was kind of ridiculous. Janitor of the Justice League, which is they're going for that humor. And like you said, it's kind of like he's not grateful for the powers he has or what he's doing. And but the scene with the babies was cool, but the CGI was very uneven and made it kind of look blurry. And when that's happening, it kind of takes you out a little bit. And then of course he's got he's got to eat all the time. So of course instead of doing this, saving the first baby, he goes to get candy bars. And what they should have done was have like the food falling and have him eating the food, because he's out of energy and he's wearing a watch that shows like 0%. I mean, kind of like gave him like an Iron Man type suit.
I hated when they added that to the Flash. That was I love my boy Mike Barron, but that was done in the after Barry Allen died. It was done with Wally West first. The whole we called the Eat and Run comics, the whole metabolism BS that was on there before. I hate that kind of crap. I hated it. Mm-hmm. I still hate it.
Yeah.
Now they gave it to Barry. Of course, this guy's not Barry. He doesn't act anything like Barry. Exactly, Stunning and Brave Megatron. Barry Allen's not a jokester, not a wisecracker. Of course, Wally West really wasn't either until later. No, he's more like, if anything, he acts more like Bart Allen, and I don't even like Bart Allen.
Yeah, and I think part of it you maybe can't blame Miller for if the character's written that way. Although I don't think maybe he could pull off Allen if he was written correctly. I did see the movie. Yep, we got to suffer through these things so we can talk about Sunday Night Geekery. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I liked a lot of it. I liked it. Yeah, it's a C. Well, it's a C. I mean, if you got a C in my house, you're in big trouble. So
me too.
Well, like I said, I don't think to me at least there was too long of that scene of the blurs. And I mean, I understand the blur, but it was just like so much on the back end, and it got, at least for me visually. And Mark, it happens in Fortnite too, something like that. That whole wild stuff with the bushes and stuff. I don't do well when I can't see and I lose perspective and things.
I'm like you with that.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
So, because honestly, this movie was an F to me, maybe a D minus, but it just I lost interest early in the movie, and the only thing was I had a great bag of popcorn and a hot date next to me, so couldn't go wrong. Did you
tell the missus who the hot date was?
Oh, that is the missus.
I'm just kidding, of course. But
yeah.
No, but the movie was inconsistent too. So like that baby scene is well done. It wasn't, and in the end they have the babies all lined up and they're going. So like that kind of humor is kind of fun in terms of like a Rube Goldberg invention type humor. But they pull you out of the scene, and then like you said, when Barry meets himself he's trying to save his mom from he figures out he can time travel now. He can run so fast, basically the speed of light, or faster than the speed of light, as Batflick says. And he goes back in time, and by changing the past to try to save his mom, he messes up the future, or that timeline. So but it's inconsistent. So like his younger self is a complete idiot moron, and totally, I guess they had him play, try to play like a different character, which he does well, but it's an annoying version of his younger self who's just a total idiot. But then, and he's telling him, being a superhero is not, not what it's, meant, not this great thing. It's just the tone is totally uneven. So then at one point where then he gets serious at one point in the Batcave, and he gives this great speech, which actually was probably the only part that really fit, Barry Allen, when telling him, you don't know how good you have it, basically saying you've still got your mom, and without letting him know what happened. And he's telling him, you've got to, push forward in life. I'm trying to remember the dialogue, but it was actually probably his best speech in the movie. And but it's just totally uneven, because then he goes back to being an idiot or a jokester. If they'd had that tone throughout that movie. And Clobber Times, do you remember that speech that I'm referencing in the Batcave? That wasn't. I mean, that I didn't think that was bad. I'm like, for a few seconds, I'm like, they've got the tone there.
I can't really remember all of it, but that movie started to blur on me because it was so dull. And it was so monotonous after a while. But I was hanging in it, waiting for it to. I gave it every chance. An hour into it, I was still giving it a chance, and even past the point with we first meet Michael Keaton, things like that, I'm still giving it a shot at that point. Not really liking it that much because that's not Barry Allen, and I just don't like. I hate Fleshpoint anyway. This is skimming bits of Fleshpoint for its so-called story, but I was willing to. I wasn't completely taken out of the movie till about a little bit past the midpoint or something, where it just started going. Yeah, it's just really clear to me that this movie is in love with itself, and it doesn't even have any idea where it's going, and it ended up going nowhere in a very monotonous fashion. The last half really or more was just nothing. It was a big nothing burger. It was just like, going through the motions, cookie cutter by the dot stuff that just didn't really interest me. And it was written so poorly written in terms of its structure with a time travel plot that I'm like, I'm tired of time travel. I'm tired of multiverses. It's not as bad as Ant-Man was. Ant-Man is unbelievably bad to the point where it's not quite as atrocious as that was that we saw this year. But or even more or whatever. Yeah, you didn't see that one. But it wasn't quite as horrific as Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, but the Quantumania. But it's just more like it fell flat than anything else, rather than being horrifically bad like some of those other ones. I don't think it's horrifically bad. I think it's like I give it a 3 out of 10. However, when you leave, are we spoiling?
Yeah, we're spoiling. Put the spoiler up.
Warning.
I'm Batman, and who is the
earmuffs on?
Ugly super person on the left?
I think
that could either be me or that's Dadman walking.
She's talking about. I think she's talking about Supergirl. All right, I'll just say this: the whole plot point of him going back. We all know it's based on Fleshpoint, which I hate that retconning of the origin of Barry Allen anyway. Fleshpoint, where Eobard Thawne goes back in time and kills his mother, and frames his father is framed for the murder. Well, that's what this whole plot of the crux of this film is, and they don't tell you who killed her in this because they don't reveal that at all. And if you're Joe Average who doesn't never read comic books, and you walk out of the theater, aren't you going to want to know? Wait a minute. Well, who killed her then? They don't tell you. Tom's theory notwithstanding, they don't tell you who did it. And who wants to go see anything that involves a murder mystery of any kind, whether it's superhero based or whatever, and there's no reveal of the killer? And that makes it really bad. That is absolutely. They were too busy with their dumb member berry crap and the nostalgia drivel and their just inane action scenes that meant nothing. Bringing back Zod was lifeless crap. Having Supergirl in it, I mean, she did a fine job, I guess. It just didn't. It was all hollow by the last half of the movie because they don't even tell you. They don't even have the guts to come out with the killer, and they just leave it open. Like, well, don't you think
the
people
Reverse Flash? Come on,
we know that
the Reverse Flash. No, but I'm saying agreeing with you. Yeah, let's show it.
How do you not show that? And it's so imagine normies who go see movies like this, right? Who don't read comic books, who might have enjoyed it a little bit. I know it's hard to believe, but if they enjoyed it and they walked out, they're still going to be going, so who killed her?
Yeah, because I didn't understand that at the end, and then it looked like they attributed it to him doing it. But the biggest thing is, I think when I check out of a movie early is when you've lost me. It can't redeem itself to the end, and I just got bored the first part, and when I had one too many of the jokes, I lost interest in all of it, and then I didn't focus on what the points they were trying to connect because, like I said, I'm one of these people that don't know the lore. I walk in, know nothing, and it was disconnected. I don't know why, though. Ant-Man and Wasp, even though it had many problems, like my wife and I talked about, but I still connected the movie. I still stayed in that to the end. There was something that kept me in. This movie just lost me. If it wasn't for Michael Keaton, we would have really been bored. Yeah, Mrs. said that two scenes that and they both invite Michael Keaton. The one when he says I'm Batman, and then there was another one near the end that he was.
That would be cool. See that one thing.
That was the only part that was kind of cool. The other ones were lame though. When he says like, nuts. You want to get nuts. That was stupid and forced idiocy. There are a lot of dumb stuff that didn't belong in there. And by the way, what Fanti said, he says, they didn't even add a yellow streak. So tell me something, Dad, man, let me ask you this. As someone who, whether you like the movie or not, as someone who doesn't read comics, did you ever wonder who the hell, did you walk out wondering who killed his mother?
I was talking about that with my buddy that I went with, like, whoa, I guess they were inferring it was just a random act of violence.
But they got to tell people that.
Well, I did, but I thought that they said something in the exchange in near the end with the purple guy and the two berries that I thought that they basically said the purple guy was Barry
that was Barry. He didn't kill her. He was trying to stop it.
Yeah, but I thought that the purple guy was the one that killed her somehow. No. But see, that shows you I even got more confused because of what I thought they may have answered. Yeah, but of course, I wasn't sure of that. But yeah, I mean, you sit here, you wonder who killed her mom. I mean, you would.
Well, I think that's where the movie loses it because I was talking to you, I think, Dadman before we were on, or it was a Pat. I can't remember now. I'm old now, but. The movie did have a good message, I thought, in terms of, there's no easy way out. You have to make a sacrifice. I know a lot of people don't like that Flashpoint storyline because it's making it more like Batman or a character with a tragic background. I agree with that. But at least at this point, there was no magic fix or his mom didn't suddenly come back to life or everything wasn't all, roses and sunshine. So I thought that part was good in that speech where, Batman says, that the pain that I've had in life, that's defined me. I don't know what I'd do without that. And so there was some good lines and there's good tidbits. I know I'm not going to convince Hungry Boy. I never try to convince anyone to see the movie. There's a lot of things that don't make sense and are not well written, but some of the heart of the movie, I don't think was in a bad place in terms of what they were trying to accomplish, and that wasn't actually that was a damn good message, I thought, in retrospect. I didn't mention it the first night, but I was thinking about it. there was no, easy answer. It wasn't like a Ray type character where, the Flash did have to make sacrifices. He did have to say goodbye to his mom, and I thought that scene in the grocery store had some nice notes, but it was way too long. They should have just gone in and out, and it would, I think, would have been more poignant. But anyone who's lost a parent or a close friend, I mean, to have to make that sacrifice, that's the sacrifice that Joel won't make in not The Walking Dead, and what's the new horror movie, the video game show that I'm forgetting,
Last of Us.
Last of Us, yeah. So Joel won't sacrifice the girl that he's been protecting the whole time, but he could save humanity.
That whole thing with the grocery store. That whole thing with the grocery store scene, the missus is talking to me. The whole thing is like, is she an idiot? Because you see him, one, she knows it looks like her son. Two, he's got price tags on them. And my wife's sitting there like, why isn't she responding to that? I was like, it made no sense with.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's
another
right.
case trying to be funny. That another case where they try to be funny when it was like, you didn't need that in that scene.
Well, you could. That's what I was saying. You could. Yeah, I just want to say, that's why I was saying you could make that scene a lot shorter and make it a lot more poignant, and just make it like a 15, 20-second scene, and not have him, hug his mom and talk to this stranger, and then of course you're gonna recognize your kid, even though it's you're 10 years older or 15 years older. Trust me, as a parent, you're always gonna recognize your kid. I don't. My daughter was born that first day, and I just recognize. You see that face. That's your kid. When you go to the hospital the next day, you can find your kid in all the bassinets. Through the window. It's just something that. That's what I was saying. There'd have been like a 10, 15-second scene where he took the can of tomato or whatever, can of tomatoes out, and just said something or bumped into her, boom, in and out, and and without showing his face. That's what they needed to do, not try to like you said, just overdo the scene. So, and then Clobberin Times had a question. Sorry.
I have a question to you. This is a question that I put to people about Fleshpoint that could never answer. It's the same deal, even though it's not exactly the same story as Fleshpoint, but has the same problem. Why does somebody going back in time, whoever it was, and killing Nora Allen, Barry's mother, affect anything to do with Kal-El and Zod?
Nothing, right? It shouldn't, right? Just timey-wimey, not to insult, and I love Doctor Who, but just timey-wimey, ridiculous cause and a butterfly effect, I guess, right? The trope that these movies have, right?
Yeah, but how can it have any effect on what happens to the Kryptonians?
Shouldn't, but it's just the Deus Ex Machina, or just it's just trying to have something. So. Yeah, I agree with that.
You're not alone. That's exactly the question I asked people at Fleshpoint, and they always say, "Shut up."
Yeah, no, but no, it's a good question. But it's I did like the movie Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. If anyone had seen that, that's about 10 or 15 years old now. Yeah, so that's a great movie. So,
well, give me a second to try to interject something here. My simple brain has trouble with all these multiverses and all this other stuff already as it is. It's becoming the wave of the future that they keep pushing everywhere. And this will be controversial. I liked the Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. I have not seen the new one that's out now. I could deal with those because it seemed like they put one multiverse in a movie by itself. Where I had another significant problem with this one was they went beyond that. And it's like they brought all these other universes into one universe. They were all collapsed. And you got the Christopher Reeve, the Nicolas Cage. You got all these different things. And it's like my brain is about hit the multiverse maximum point. And when you start pulling all these other timelines, I get confused. And like you asked Clobby earlier about who would think that gets stuck on the focus of who was the murderer. Well, I'm sitting there trying to think what timeline I'm in, who am I dealing with, what people am I dealing with? Getting completely confused, as someone that does not know the lore with all these different timelines, or being able to, hey, this came from that, or this came from that. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I got lost in this one really early was because I didn't know what the heck I was watching, and it didn't make sense.
Well,
yep,
nothing makes
sense.
sense.
So Stan is saying that Flashpoint worked better as an Elseworlds movie, and I kind of looked at this as an Elseworlds movie, and of course this this iteration of the DCU is dead now too, so it's not it's all these actors are going to be replaced. And it's a shame because I did like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought it'd been nice to have seen him get a movie, and that action scene was really well done. It was cool, although I thought and again I thought Batman should have been able to take out that tank a little bit quicker. But it was interesting. He's wearing that blue. He's got that blue shaded costume. Right. Yeah, the costume was good, and he's good as Batman. I mean, he's decent. I don't like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Nick Cage didn't look as bad as Superman as I thought, although the CGI was kind of wonky.
Superman?
He's the only see exactly.
Yeah. You're not a geek like us.
Wow. All geeks are going to get that stupid Nick Cage bit, and he's the only one that got to do anything of all the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Did you know about the Tim Burton Nick Cage movie from the 1980s? It almost got made there, Courtney.
No, I didn't.
In the late 90s, Tim Burton was very close to making and cast Nicolas Cage. An idiot named John Peters had a script going around Hollywood for years, where a Superman movie where his biggest thing is the most thing he had plotted out of that was a big Superman fights a big giant spider. And so it was going to be made, and it was going to have, he was adamant about the fighting the spider scene. And so there's a documentary that was made a number of years ago about how this movie almost got off the ground. It was a big failure. It didn't happen, but Nicolas Cage had some test screenings, and he had a costume and all that stuff. He had a stupid mullet.
Yeah, here's the costume, man. There's the
when
costume.
He goes through this alternative
I've seen
universe,
this picture here. Yeah, I've seen that, actually. Now you're putting it together. Oh,
when he goes to the alternate universe... Oh, okay, yeah, the comment. When he goes to the alternate universe, they show, hey, Paulie, what's up, man?
I've just shown what I'm wearing.
Oh, well, let me, hold on. Yep.
Yo,
oh, very cool.
It's Paulie's merch here. Stand fan.
Awesome, yep.
What are you wearing?
Way to represent.
Hey, baby, what you wearing?
That's the Tito Slant merch.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done. Yep. So as we were saying, that was a very good interruption. Yeah, everyone subbed to Latino Slant, and he says, "Hooray, what a babe!" I said a biased opinion because of the merchandise. No, just kidding, Courtney.
I'm a babe. Okay, give me the babe part.
Yeah, we'll give you that. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a scene where he actually shows him fighting the stupid giant spider, and it was kind of funny just to see that. But the thing is, only geeks are going to know that crap. Joe Public's going to go, whoa, that was pretty cool. Nicolas Cage played Superman. Whoa.
Yeah. My friend was like,
funny though. That's the funniest
with
part
those
of the
comic books. He knew that too. He's like, finally we get to see Nick Cage's the Superman.
That's the funniest part of the movie, right?
There's a couple of videos. I think there's a documentary on this or something that they finally made. I think it was on YouTube.
Yeah, in 2015.
About this. Yeah. So, and I think Nick Cage didn't he own Action Comics #1 at one point?
Yeah, he had a big comic collection.
Right.
So he spent all his money.
So he's a huge comic book fan. But yeah, they spent millions of dollars.
I never knew that about him either. How did I not know all this? I love Nick Cage too. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Paulie. That was kind of, I got to admit, even though we knew it was coming, I thought it was kind of funny having him. It was, just cool to put something in there like that,
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, and of course, then we got to see, Superman in black and white. I guess the black and white universe.
Why was George Reeves in black and white? That show was only the first 2 seasons of that show was in black and white, but I mean, it was cute.
Yeah. That was cute. Yeah,
but and Adam West. And Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater, all nice to see that, but it was nothing. There was nothing to it. At least they got Nicolas Cage that actually did something. They were just all standing around.
Yeah, but at least they didn't have they didn't mess up and have the characters do something ridiculous or something. So I didn't mind those cameos as much. Of course, I think they cut out Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, and some other cameos that should have made it in. I don't know why. If you're going to show those cameos, you had enough time to show it. It's like, why not have who was it? Linda Carter. Oh, then they should have shown John Wesley Shipp as the Flash and maybe Grant Gustin as the Flash. Wasn't.
They did show the Jay Garrick.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't Tom Sears. It was this. Oh, what's that guy? Oh, I'm trying to remember that actor's name. Yep.
It
wasn't Teddy Sears though. Yep. So,
no. I don't know who played him in this.
Because the guy said, he's like, I would have known if it was in the Flash movie. Yeah. And of course we got Wonder Woman. Maybe is it the last appearance of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman? It's, probably. And
maybe
where was Henry Cavill?
Well, they showed him from the back, maybe a little bit. I don't think it was him, but I mean, it was just a CG version of him, like for a split second on the TV.
Yep. And Latino Sin says, few great moments in a lame film. Yep.
Exactly. Very lame.
And then Donnie says says that's fine, but I love its score. He liked the score. Donnie says he liked the score a lot. Yep.
Of what?
And of the movie, I guess, the music. Yep.
I don't think he's seen the movie yet.
Yep. Speaking of Superman, yesterday marked 4 decades since Superman 3 debuted on the big screen. Oh, he's talking about Superman 3. My bad. I was reading part 2.
Yeah, our buddy J-Man had a big party for it.
Yep.
He had a Superman 3 party. He had all kind of cool stuff lined up.
That just made me think of something. I have something to share on the screen, but I don't want to hit it if it comes up automatically on yours. So I just wanted to warn you. But if it doesn't come up automatically, I'll just save it and you can put it up when you're ready.
Sure. Okay. Do you want to share your screen or?
Yeah. Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
And as you're doing that, Raquel says she's iffy about Nick Cage being Superman. Well, apparently so was the movie studio because they didn't.
Oh, it's a stupid casting. It's just kind of funny that they put it in this.
Tell me when it's shared. There we go.
Yep, it's shared. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh.
What the heck? Wow. Wow.
Everyone say happy birthday to Mark.
Thank you.
We're going to sing in a second.
Thank you. Oh, no.
We're going to sing in a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you. Many more.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No one made a big deal out of it yet, so I had to do something.
That was awesome, Courtney. Thank you so much. That was real cool. Yep.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, everyone made enough of a big deal. That's
well done.
Plus, I'm competing with Father's Day too. So no, just kidding. That's always the joke. Yeah, no.
Sir, surely
very
the best
nice.
of times.
All right, continuing on. Sorry.
Oh,
it was just he said party, so it made me think I've been.
I'm glad you did.
That was so nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nothing.
Very cute. Yep. So let's see. Red Dress says, I don't like the whole putting dead people in movies. I can see dead people. It's not like they consent to be in it. Well, of course, their estates have consented to it.
Oh,
and
I
mean, I think Hamill has sold his likeness to Disney. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. I think James Earl Jones has sold his voice to Disney. I mean, you could make a lot of money as an actor down the road.
If it helps the kids, if it helps the ones that leave behind, then
Yeah, but still, from a viewer's perspective, it can be kind of creepy. I know my oldest kid and I have talked about that. Really hit ahead with Carrie Fisher with the last I won't even call the name Skywalker movie, but it was a serious issue with the kid that did freak her out. It's like they took somebody that was dead, changed her image, and morphed it. I mean, she and I had the debate about Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, I liked it because I liked it because we had Moff Tarkin who needed to be there.
I liked the movie. I just thought he looked pretty bad.
Graphically he looked good, but it brings up more of a kind of a personal moral issue. Is like somebody's dead and now you're presenting them like they're a real life person. It's not like a fake character that you're animating and put there, but you've taken a living, breathing person. And
well, I mean, if the family doesn't mind, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. There's the business legal side of it. Yes, there's the business legal side of it. But from the personal morality standpoint, some people have issues with some of that stuff because it isn't the person and you're fabricating an image and a likeness.
Go back to your comment.
And that's kind of the problem, some people have, and it's serious issues to people. I mean, and I'm not trying to be joking with that part because my kid had a serious problem with that it seemed like a disrespect for life. And there are viewers that
it's a remembrance, though, you could say.
No, it's not remembrance. It's back. You take somebody's life and you're actually not putting a representation. You're putting them in there as that. And some people don't look at that as a remembrance or that they're dead, they're gone, and now you're just shoving them in there. And I'm just saying there are viewers that may push back on stuff like that because
there's going to be people that push back or like everything. You know what I mean? You're always going to have.
Yeah, but that's not my real point, though, is that I think that there's a bigger ethical debate about the whole thing about whether it should be done in these movies or not. And it's almost like
I think if someone gives their consent, it should be allowed. Don't you think? I mean, obviously, if somebody
obviously it can, but just because it can doesn't make it right. I'll kind of quote Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park: "Just because you can do it doesn't make it right."
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
But then that's the point I want to highlight is this thing is bringing in morality issues and technology is pushing us into boundaries about should we be doing this? Is it really the right thing? Legally, it can be done and all that legal stuff, but is it really the right thing that should be done? Why can't you recast with somebody that looks similar to something, or maybe get a new actor, actress to stand in for it?
I think because of the technology, if someone consents to it and says, "Look, when I'm gone, do whatever you can do that as long as my family's taken care of."
Yeah.
And then whatever you and I may think of it, I believe as a believer in freedom, I think they should be able to make that choice and give that permission for their likeness to be used that way if they want.
Right. And I don't disagree with it. I don't disagree with
ramifications that might necessarily maybe negative. I mean, who are going to do? Who's going to make that decision? Some other arbitrary body out there. So I think it should down to the individual for me.
No, and I do agree with it. What I want to highlight though is that this is a movement this is more of a debate that I've been hearing more concerns about, more things that I think a lot of times easy to gloss over because it just is it right, is it wrong? I mean but like I said, I agree with your point with that. If the person has done it, made a voluntary decision, all the legal, then it is, but it is still kind of creepy. I think it even weirds me out. I'd rather you just take that last Skywalker Palpatine movie, I will call it, and just take her completely out, recast it with a new actress is what I would say to do. But but then again, they did it. It's what it is, and just one of those areas of interesting debate, as to
I understand
what we can, how it should go. So.
Well, I think you're going to see a lot more in the future, and of course,
absolutely.
If I was a famous person, I'd say, "Heck, scan my mug in there and make whatever money you can."
Oh yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But then some people do have that thing, though, is that it's not the person. Yeah. It's just a thing, and I just wanted to touch on that a little bit.
I see that other side of it too, and I thought that Tarkin did look very creepy and ghoulish, and that I think the CGI is going to get better and better. Yeah, Leia looked horrible.
And the difference is that we're not talking about they took something from an animated series where you have a drawing that was never alive. You're taking actual people and almost animating them in a way.
Oh yeah,
and it's just and to some people, it just feels weird.
But in 50 years, the technology is going to be there where you're going to be able to Elvis should be able to have a virtual Elvis, I guess, right? Or Frank Sinatra.
But I will tell you, the thing that goes through my mind, and like when I had this debate with my kid, was that I still sit there and watch them, and all I can think of, they're dead. So regardless of how good the technology is, I'm still
True.
sitting there. It's like I'm focused that this person is not with us, and they're talking. It's kind of where the mind goes. It is, it's just one of those interesting things that are out there. We know what's going to happen. They're going to use it. It's going to be there. We just have to live with it and get comfortable because that's what it's going to be. It's just, one of those things that, some people may not be completely comfortable with it, and that's, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do as technology improves and gets better. But I think with the case with the Scott last Disney movie was the fact that it was so close to her death that I had a problem with it because it seemed tying real life into the movie too much too soon.
Well, too soon, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not have her live? Why kill her out of the movie? Why not keep her living and then just have her, real life morphed into a fictional movie really close there, at least to me with what I watched it. And I had a problem with it. But,
Well, I thought they were when I saw when she was ejected into space, I thought oh, that's how they're gonna get rid of her character.
Yeah. I would have understood. Yes,
that would have made sense, right? To do that. Unfortunately, she'd passed, and that whole trilogy was just a total disaster. Unfortunately, yeah, it's. I mean, I don't mind it, I guess, in some ways, but I think we're going to be stuck with it. I mean, not to compare the two, but it's like Live Golf and the PGA, and the PGA was knocking Live Golf and all. We're not getting into politics here, other than me to say that it was amazing now that the money was changed hands. All the moral arguments from one side disappeared awfully quickly. So, it's just, I think it's just something that's gonna be much more common. I mean, it's different, like you said, too. If you're in maybe a video game is a different scenario, or if you have a holodeck someday, you're going to have these characters or actors that are recreated, but you're never going to get the same performance, too. The nuances of the characters as much as you could. So, yeah, would Joe DiMaggio be okay if they made something with CGI Marilyn Monroe? It's, of course, you got the issue of deep fakes and that kind of horrible stuff that's out there, but you're also going to have what if I'm just Elvis, right, or the Beatles, or any famous actor, to the family, they're going to maybe license that person's features or likeness, and it's worth potentially millions of dollars. So yeah, it's something you're going to see a lot more of it, whether you like it or not. And Pat says, Deadman probably would not like Deadman RP Boston brand. Yeah.
What is that?
That's Deadman. So Deadman, explain Deadman to Dadman. Deadman to Dadman.
Boston brand was a circus trapeze act who called it, dressed up in a certain outfit, and he someone tried to kill him, did kill him, by sabotaging his trapeze act, and he became basically recruited by a god called Ramakrishna to become given the ability, there he is, to possess. Like he could jump into your body and do whatever the hell he wants with it, and he was, of course, an acrobat and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously not. It doesn't give you superpowers, but it makes you, he's pretty tough and all that kind of stuff. And then when he gets out of your body, you don't know what happened.
Right.
And of course, he's just a great character, decent character called Dadman.
Oh yeah, I could get with that. I could get
with
that.
Deadman.
It's a fictional character. I could get that. That's pretty cool. That's kind of a neat idea.
I love Deadman.
Yeah.
Boston brand.
And we love Deadman too.
Oh, thank you.
And he, of course, had to find his own murderer. Batman helped us find his own murderer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's an interesting character. But yeah, it's something that gonna have to. It's just gonna happen more and more, and yeah, it's Lenrod says he's got a lot of collar. That's for sure.
He was shot through the heart. Said Fanty.
So Courtney,
I forgot his origin.
Courtney, she had to switch.
Yeah, she had to switch to her phone. Yep.
There she is. Now she's
Hi,
two.
Courtney.
How is she on here twice?
Oh, wow. We got double Courtney.
Not
It's like the
anymore.
Doublemint twins.
Oh.
Okay. I have to
Now
stop
that's
the
an
car.
old
I'll be
commercial.
right back.
Oh. You okay, Courtney? Yep.
Now that's an old commercial, Mark, right there.
I'll be right back.
Courtney will be right back. Yep.
So like 19. What was that? Brian says something like like Wonder Woman 1984, Clobby. How is it like that?
Oh, you're saying rank? Wonder where's the comment? Rank.
Hmm.
Oh, because there's a possession and Wonder. You know when Trevor comes back. Yeah, and he takes.
I never really thought about it. But
I guess in some ways, yeah.
I see what you're saying, Brian. Yes, he can temporarily possess people. So
yeah.
And like Fanti said, he was actually shot, but he was a trapeze artist.
Kind of like Dick Grayson. Yep. Yeah.
Some guy named Phantom Outsider shot him.
Right. Well, while we've got I guess it's an action figure. Let me show an action figure that I did get.
I have a dead man figure.
I don't think I have a dead man figure. I do need a dad man figure though. That would be cool.
I can work on that.
Yes, Dad. Yes, Fanti. I remember now. Thanks for jogging my memory. And I can count on you.
Let's see. I got this cool figure from my brother-in-law. Well, actually, it's on order because it's not out yet. All right. Well, here I'll put this over. Guess which version of Hawkeye I had him. Actually, he's got a buddy that works for Hasbro, so he's
there's only one Hawkeye I see right here.
What do you think? I probably got. What does the chat think? I got Kate Bishop, Hawkeye
right here.
This Disney one or this one? What do you guys think? Yeah.
Oh, sheet.
Sheet.
Come on. Can you get that one? That's expensive. I'll get $50.
Well, was it? He texted me. He texted me. He said, "I'll get you any action figure you want." But of course, his friend, my brother-in-law, for my birthday, he texted me. He said, "Pick one." Of course, I got this one. Yep. So,
good.
Yeah, your faith is restored in me, right? Yeah.
I don't know, Fancy. I heard it was you.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. That is fantastic. That's a great Hawkeye figure, but man, $50.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so expensive, but
action figures. I thought somebody might need me for a second.
There we go. Yeah. So here's what I guess I redeemed myself.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Those two guys are great examples of people you love on screen, but not in real life. Oof.
Yes.
Okay, so it's all of the above. Yep. The one on the left, if you're wise. Yep. So actually, my brother-in-law, his buddy works for Hasbro. So he I guess he was telling me there was a sale. There was a 40% discount to it, so I didn't feel too bad. But
love that Sky Cycle.
Figure? Yeah,
it comes with the Sky Cycle. Holy crap! That might be. It's expensive, but it's worth it. That's a great one.
Well, look at the posability of this. I'll have to do a review of this.
This is old, right?
August.
It's August.
Pre-order.
It's a pre-order.
It's a pre-order. Here, let me put the
God.
Nice. Let me put the link in.
Well, so I've learned from experience. You better pre-order anything that's coming out because you can't. I mean, they came out with a comic accurate Star-Lord, not the stupid movie one, and I didn't know about it. A buddy of mine found it, said it was a Walmart online exclusive, so now you can't get it, and it's beautiful.
Right? Yeah.
Mark must be a big West Coast Avengers fan.
Yeah, he is.
And Hawkeye was great as the leader of the Thunderbolts.
I always love that outfit.
There's a great episode where Hawkeye was training the team and he was showing them. He's like, "Your guys are a bunch of idiots and morons." He's like, and he takes down the whole T-Bolts without superpowers. You know, because all the characters are so superpowered, and the way it was written and the art, it was just so well done.
He's great on Earth's Mightiest Heroes too.
Yeah. course, he's got
Earth's
his
Mightiest
Sky
Heroes. He's great on there. He actually takes down the Hulk, and he has no superpowers.
Yeah. So good writing gets that done too, which is great.
Dude,
so
that's that. Oh man, that is unbelievable. I thought that was older. There is an older one, but that's the best one.
yeah, there was an older one. There was
Sky
a
Cycles. Jesus.
there was a version that legendary rider series from Marvel Legends, and I don't have that Hawkeye, but then I saw this. I was like, oh, gotta have it. Gotta get this one. Yep. And the articulation looks great too, so you can.
It's perfect.
All these great poses and.
To hell with that Jeremy Renner drivel. Nothing offended. I like the guy, but he is not Hawkeye. I mean, he's just not Clint Barton that I ever. He's good for movies, but you know.
Well, he was never given a lot of Hawkeye stuff to do, and of course he gets stuck in a Christmas tree in the end of his own TV series.
That makes sense.
And just you got Secret Invasion coming up, and you can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That starts this week. Did you know that?
Oh, wow!
Oh, I had no idea. Now
on
I still got to watch Strange New Worlds. Yeah.
Strangle Dude Worms. No, you don't. There's some for Donnie right there. There's some. Oh, look at that Hulk! Is that coming pre-order? Oh my God!
I was between this and Hawkeye.
$60.
What do you think, guys? Should I have done this or Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
I'd pick Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Because something Hulk's face is kind of weird. I'd get it if it weren't 60, but
the haircut on Hulk looks like Doc Ock to me.
I mean, it's weird, but I mean the haircut's.
Well, it's kind of accurate.
That's the cover of Hulk #1. It's kind of accurate. Oh, that face is better. It's got an extra face there.
Okay.
The great Maddie's daddy is here.
Oh wow!
Hey, Steve.
Howdy.
Hey, Maddie's daddy.
Yo, bro.
Thor is here.
Howdy, guys.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, that face is better. Or the head's better. What's up, buddy?
I sure hope you're talking about Hulk's face or head, not mine.
Hawkeye's a better figure, but this is a great one too. That's the cover of Hulk 1.
I thought I said Hulk.
You did,
but I just jumped in to say Happy Father's Day and Happy Birthday to Mark.
Thank you so much.
Happy Father's Day to everybody who's a dad out there. Sorry, Courtney, you're banned from the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Extra points to anybody who gets that reference. Courtney doesn't have a clue. She's not old enough. Courtney, that was a thing in the Little Rascals. Yeah, they had these little 6-7-year-old boys. They had the He-Man Woman Haters Club, and they wouldn't let. I think was her name Darla or something in.
Steve, are you trying to say?
Happy birthday. That's the beauty of it. Weren't those a present from Dr. McCoy?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. There will be again.
Yeah.
So,
there will be again. That's the beauty of it.
Thank you, Steve. Yep, and I did get myself some reading glasses the other day, unfortunately, so I can read the UFO book. Well, if I'm wearing my contacts like I am right now, I can't really read that well anymore. So a little bit, but not as easy. Yep.
So, I don't want to keep you from your toy discussion, but I just want to say
no, man.
Oh no, thank you. That's awesome to have you.
See, we're not doing anything.
No, we're just hanging out. So you're welcome to hang out.
I totally forgot that I wanted to surprise you by having Maddie sing happy birthday to you because she loves singing happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think she's excited because she'll turn 3 in a month. So
wow.
Anyway,
when's she gonna be 3?
Actually, it's not even a month, is it? It's like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
happy birthday to Maddie.
I put this in the chat in Clavy's channel the other night, but I don't know if anybody saw it. Turns out that when I call Maddie my little princess, it's kind of true. I found out through tracking our documents through Ancestry.com that they go all the way back to Edward I.
Wow.
So we really are descended from royalty, and they're looking down on us or up at us right now and saying, Is this what we've come to? They're like, Come on, Maddie. It's all up to you now. So.
Oh, that's a good one there. Oh man, D-Bud.
Except this is Heroes Reborn, but it doesn't look good. Or Heroes Return. Oh, Heroes Return.
It's Return. I just like the face mask there with the
face mask, old school.
Yeah.
The points.
Yeah, I don't like the gauntlets though. Now that I see those, so.
Or those crossbars
more modern.
Those crossbars on the
right,
the chest, and that thing in the middle, like chest plate, whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm not too big on this now. I just like the face plate, but you're right. Yeah, I wouldn't get it. Heroes Return is at least better than Heroes Deformed.
Someone gave it to you that you wouldn't mind, but yeah,
nah,
you wouldn't spend your smack rolls on it.
I'd spend my whole time trying to break off those extraneous clavicles.
Dude, go back. I saw Karnak.
Yeah, I almost bought Karnak too. I went for Hawkeye. The Karnak was on the list too.
Oh wow!
Does it come with Ed McMahon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it come with Ed McMahon?
I hold in my hand the last envelope.
Yeah. This is also August. Yep.
Muhammad Ali.
What kind of ice cream did you get?
Let's see, Superman.
The Sis Boom Ba.
There's one of them. He said, a Superman, a former vice president, and a New Orleans Saints football scorer. Because a hero, a zero, a Spiro, and a zero. Before the Tampa Bay Bucks came on, he used to pick on the Saints all the time.
He did one. He said,
"Nice
Cheetah, Muhammad Ali, and Walter Mondale. Name a chimp, a champ, and a chump." I remember that one.
All right, guys. I'll be right back. Speaking of contacts, I got to get my contact lens out. So I'll
go ahead. I got you.
You guys have the floor. Yep.
So Karnak.
I'll explain the core. Hey. Oh, have you been gone this whole time? I've been talking to you the whole time.
Oh yeah, I was. I switched to my phone and my headphones. I'm going to go to the car because I have to be quiet inside. So.
No, I was wishing everybody a happy Father's Day and Mark a happy birthday, and kind of bragging a little bit because I found out that Maddie and I are descendant from King Edward I. So
nice.
And then we started talking about the. That's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but I can call her my little princess, and it's I can't wait to tell her about it. But on the screen we have Karnak, who this guy was a martial arts master in the Inhumans who could find the weak point of any person or object and smash it. And then I made a joke about Johnny Carson because he used to do this routine called Karnak the Magnificent, where Ed McMahon would hand him an envelope. He said, without reading it,
I hold in my hand the final envelope, and then the audience would clap. And he'd look at him and he would give them a curse. I was about to say one of the ones I remember, but I can't say it in this show.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits.
Yeah. Play a gay SWAT team. Surround your only son's bedroom.
There was one time where he said, Karnak, may Karnak have absolute silence. And Ed McMahon goes, Karnak has had it many times before. Meaning the jokes.
He gave him that look.
Yeah. So anyway, that is Karnak.
Yeah. So why Karnak? Why not Gorgon? Why not? I don't know. Why not Medusa? Why not? Yeah, I don't know.
But I can answer that. I think I can answer that.
Can you?
But yeah, because they already have molds that are close enough to these human. This guy has human joints and proportions. Gorgon's knee bends the opposite way. Medusa's hair would be.
Right. There you go. They did a pretty good Black Bolt not too long ago, which I have. I mean,
right. And then, again, it's the same. It's normal human proportions, minimal. Minimal alterations. I couldn't think of that word for a minute. And so I think it was just a cost analysis thing.
Could be. I mean, the thing is, they were just. I'm always actually interested in how they arrive at the decisions to make some of these. these figures like this. I mean, like I said, that they did a really cool one of the comic book accurate Star-Lord, not the TV, not the movie ass one. And they didn't. I guess I wasn't checking pre-orders back last year when it came out, when it was pre-ordered, and it was like a Walmart online exclusive, so you can't get the thing for less than like $50 now or so. And it's so cool. It looks so good. That's one even I would break my action figure moratorium to get, but not at the normal price, maybe. But because they're. I mean, look, this is the average price now. $25 is ridiculous. But that Hawkeye one he found is fantastic. But that's with that Sky Cycle, $60. But I mean, $50.
That previous image, the very first one of him standing there, I have to give credit because that, I don't know if it was a joke or not. That one is Bruce Lee's pose when he's fighting Bob Wall in Enter the Dragon. Almost that exact pose. And then the camera angle, the whole 9 yards. So actually, Eric K knows this. Yes, I'm a Longshanks. Dude, I had to look him up to see. I didn't know anything about him, but yeah, I guess I'm a Longshanks.
You definitely do have long shanks. Yeah, your hair
Longshanks was a bad dude.
It's a family show.
It is a family show. Yeah.
Yeah, if my phone weren't on the charger, I would go show it to you. I mean, I just can't believe it. But
so you
anyway,
related to Meghan Markle then? And Harry?
well, Harry, I think we could all. I don't think we're letting any cats out of the bag here. That Harry is not related to the royal family. He was Diana and the writing coach's kid. The guy with the red hair and freckles. Unlike anybody in the royal family. I don't think you'll get demonetized for that, but if you are, I'll reimburse you. But no, that's a complete. They are not the Windsors, so we were completely different. Or I say we, like I was there. They, I just found this out, completely different. However, I was watching. This is so funny because a couple of weeks ago I was watching the show. It's a version of Who Do You Think You Are, and Courtney Cox had an ancestor who ruled England briefly. He was the Queen's paramour, and is that Courtney going through the rooms?
Oh, I think Courtney had to.
Okay.
Yep, she had to go outside, I guess. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. But Courtney Cox is
Courtney's our reporter on the move. Yep.
On the street. Yes.
Yes.
Courtney Lane.
It's Courtney Love.
Yes. Courtney Love. But Courtney. The other Courtney Cox, her ancestor was the Queen's lover, and he conspired with the Queen to kill the king. I forget which one. One of the Williams, I think, who wasn't a very good king, apparently. And he briefly ruled England until, of course, they killed him, too. So
maybe you don't want to be royalty, right? Yeah. And I guess, sorry to interrupt, Steve, but this is not Marvel Boy. What the heck is this Marvel Boy? Am I seeing things here? That's not
Marvel
the Marvel Boy.
It says Marvel Comics Marvel Boy.
Yeah.
Wasn't Marvel Boy at DC?
Nova or from Marvel Boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But this, I'll show everyone what this is the Marvel Boy I know. Let's see. We'll do Marvel Boy. Let's see. Images. Let's see. If they show that's a new iteration. Marvel Boy. Comics. There was a picture of the classic guy. This is I think a Marvel Boy. This is that's Marvel Boy.
Marvel Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Marvel Boy.
Something else, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looks like he's 35. Calling him boy is pretty insulting.
Yeah. So I was wondering what that's got to be a modern interpretation. Yep.
Looks like he's running away from something. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Joe's Atmosphere's here. Yep. He survived the great power outage of Northwest Louisiana 2023. Yeah, we're doing great. Hell, Joe. Yep. So what?
I'm here somewhere in the dark.
You're here somewhere. Did anyone down? Well, obviously Clobber Times had power. I guess Northwest Louisiana. Well, that stinks when you lose power, especially down there. It must be a bazillion degrees. Yep. Oh, here's one for Donnie Pearson if he's out there. Here's the Power Rangers. Oh, that's a cool figure. Light collection in space, Invisible Phantom Ranger figure. That's pretty cool. Yep. Very cool. Yep. Oh, and then Phantom is saying, yeah, Vance Astra in the New Wars was also Marvel Boy briefly. Yep. In the future. Yep. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Yep. So how's Maddie doing tonight, Steve? Did she finally fall asleep?
Maddie is wonderful. She's been happy and cheerful and affectionate and just the wonderful person that she is. On the downside, she has nosebleeds. I woke up this morning and she had dried blood all down her face and a big pool of it. So I'm kind of
not good. Yep.
Yeah. So that's. I just checked her before I logged on here, and she looked like she was okay. But yeah, it worries me. And I don't know if she's putting her finger up her nose while she's sleeping or something, or if it's just this dry Vegas, air.
Well, that can be kind of common, but always consult your physician, as we like to say. I'm sure she'll be okay. Yep, yep.
I hope so. Yeah, she doesn't deserve it because if you met her, you'd get it because she's just sweet and wonderful, and she loves everybody.
I can tell from her being on just those few minutes. Yep.
Yeah, If I told her it was your birthday, she would sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
That's very cute. Yep.
Not even knowing who you are. Yeah. So she's a charm. I'm not just saying it because she's my daughter. I mean, I guess I would be allowed to.
Yeah, you come on. Yeah.
It's like I said, every parent thinks that their child is the most beautiful child in the world.
Of course, yeah.
And they're all correct. So
yep.
I love it. Klobby posted just a picture of Darth and Luke, and I laughed. I'm the only
for Father's Day.
Father's Day. Like,
oh no!
Happy Father's Day, Dad! I got you a lightsaber here.
Yeah, got you a lightsaber. Oh no! But I do have a Darth Vader book. It's Darth Vader and Son. It's I think I've shown it on the channel before, and it's just cute. When you think about it, it's kind of. Darth Vader, world's best dad, maybe not, right?
I posted on the only social media that I'm on today. A guy did it's this guy that he plays comedy for his wife, and his wife reacts. But he said, Father's Day is the worst holiday. It's number 21. Mother's Day is right after Christmas. Arbor Day is before Father's Day. And he rattled out all these funny statistics, and the wife was laughing her head off. But yeah, it's true. On Mother's Day, the mother gets breakfast in bed and gets flowers and gets taken out to dinner. On Father's Day, you get a tie, and then you need to pay to take everybody out to dinner.
Or like I did, I'm going to show in a couple minutes making it. But first, I got to thank Eric K for this. Thank you so much, Eric K. He says, Klobby, after last week, this week's DS9, it's going to be tough to start watching this week's.
Buddy, I hear you. It's rough, man.
Well, yeah, at one point I think we all don't talk about the episodes before
Raquel and I don't discuss.
You don't discuss
you and I don't. We do it a little bit, but not like
a little bit.
Raquel and I don't.
Yeah, but I kind of infer we don't discuss like specific like grades or something. I said one time I said to Clopper, I was like, after watching this week's set, this was a couple of weeks ago, I said, I almost don't want to keep watching this show. I think at one point on the show, Raquel was making a joke like, maybe we'll stop. Should we stop now?
Well, we're almost to the end of it now.
Oh, and so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's gotten worse. And hail to Matthew Pounder.
Kind of far along now.
Now this was the other.
I'm sorry, Raquel. A different one. I'm thinking about.
Sorry, Raquel. Yeah, Raquel. Aaron Briggs.
Aaron Briggs.
Yep. Sorry, Raquel. Yep. So this is Revenge of the Jedi action figure. This was another pick that I almost got, but I don't know about the red. I guess they tried to make Vader look different, so they have this red paint on him. So I didn't get it, but I don't know what the chat and everyone on the panel thinks about this figure, but it's kind of a cool idea to have Revenge of the Jedi figure, I guess. But I thought the paint job was kind of weird. Well, what do you think, Dad? Man, you're the Star Wars expert on the panel.
Well, I think it's really neat because the original title Revenge, which was then subsequently changed to Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
As the story goes, was that it seemed like revenge was not the Jedi way, so they changed it from revenge to return. But yeah, to get anything in print that says revenge, I think is really, really cool. So I would buy it just for the fact it says Revenge of the Jedi.
I remember.
I read somewhere that that while George Lucas says that he decided that revenge wasn't a Jedi principle, that what really happened was the toy companies told them they couldn't have revenge in the title.
My mom.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
That's new.
What's that, Courtney?
Sorry, my headphones went off from the phone. My mom still has my Return of the Jedi sheets. I just had to throw that in there. You're talking about Return
nice.
of the Jedi.
Yeah,
that's awesome. They're probably worth something now.
Not necessarily related, but you never know. I remember the initial title for The Wrath of Khan was The Vengeance of Khan.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yep. And
That's
then
interesting.
that was around the same times that both films were in, in early, Jedi being a bit early production. I remember getting an issue of Fantastic Films, so still have it, with an open spread that says it was an early report, like from 1982, which I believe, on Revenge of the Jedi, also known as Blue Harvest.
Blue Harvest, yeah. Originally the Clone Wars was going to be, and it got too. This was really prophetic because it was way before anybody started talking about this stuff. It was going to be, the whole concept was that they were farming clones for replacement parts, and as you got older, you needed a new heart or something. You just go to your clone and harvest it. And that George Lucas didn't have the guts to go through with it because the political fallout, especially in the early days of these things. And so then John Byrne basically swiped his idea for the Krypton miniseries that he did.
Yep. Oh, and I got a super chat from Joe's Atmosphere. So thank you so much, Joe. He says, missed 2 shows. Yours is the first stream I'm watching at home since Thursday late. Hail Sunday Night Geekery. Thank you so much to Joe. And Joe's an awesome guy, has an awesome channel. So let me put Joe's link in the channel here. Now I don't know if I should play random clips or I love where Nick always plays that one clip, but of Thanos punching Captain Marvel. But let's just be random here. Let's see what would be a good clip to play here. Let's see.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah! I read you.
So thank you.
Happy birthday.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
I love that clip.
I love that clip. Yep. That's so good. Yep. Oh, and Dad, man, I think we're going to switch over to food. If anyone doesn't mind too much, we got to cover food tonight.
I'm in the supermarket.
That's okay.
There you go, Courtney.
Don't mind.
Oh man.
What?
So Dad, man, sent me this picture. Unicorn shaped mac and cheese, but it should come with rainbow sparkles, though.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. You can't have unicorns without rainbow sparkles, like the ice cream. I mean, when Raquel mentioned ice cream earlier, I was like, dang, I don't have any rainbow sparkle ice cream. But, dude, unicorns rule.
Shapes.
Here they go. Yeah, but still, it's still beautiful. Anything unicorn.
Anything unicorn loves, yep.
Yeah,
So,
you guys know. No wonder I don't look like Thor anymore. You guys are always making me hungry on Sunday night before bedtime.
Well, you're going to be in trouble now. So
you're hungry for unicorn macaroni and cheese, are you, Steve?
I'm hungry for a hunk of cheese.
Whoa!
Remember that one?
This was my Friday sandwich. So,
oh my God,
there's a nice Reuben. So there's a butcher shop in town, and you can get all kinds of really good prime meats, and it's a little slightly pricey, but you pay for what you get. and they have a fantastic menu, but very simple, like 6 sandwiches they make. Classic sandwiches, and I like a chicken salad and ham and roast beef, but like basic sandwiches, but a really really great bread. So this is the Reuben. So I'm like, it's Friday birthday week and I'm treating myself. So good, really good stuff. So that was my
A
sandwich.
Reuben is one of my favorite sandwiches.
Oh, it was so
They're
good.
so good. Corned beef,
so good.
anything.
No.
Yeah, I like Reuben. I like a good Reuben sandwich too.
Wow.
It's
the
like
only entirely invented sandwich, apparently.
Yeah.
It was invented in Omaha, Nebraska at a poker game by a guy named Reuben K. I only know that from loving the movie Quiz Show.
There you go. Yep.
So you're saying if you hated the movie, you wouldn't know that?
Right, because I wouldn't watch it over and over and over again.
Fair enough.
Yep.
So we decided I have a new old Big Green Egg that you all know I've been restoring. I finally finished the restoration at about 4:30 today before I had to head to mass, and we made flour the night dough the night before. So there's just making the dough. So of course you have to have the Italian pot. So you got to have this huge, massive container to make your dough in, right? So we did probably made too much.
Definitely owe you respect. I was going to comment on your short video about where somebody was making dough, and I was going to say, is that you? And it is you.
Well, it's my son, but it was my son's hands. I paid him to be hand.
That's exactly what I would expect your hands to look like too. Big, burly, like can twist a tree into a twig. And,
yeah.
But not. Yeah. But I always feel funny when I say I was watching. I was looking at Mark's shorts. But anyway, pray continue.
Well, yeah. So this is my grandmother's pan actually for making dough. So I mean, you could probably make 15 to 20 pounds of dough in this. I think we did a 5-pound bag and it filled it up. Maybe you could do 10 pounds of dough in here after it rises too. Of course you could mix it. So that's just, so I'm like, Charlie, let's go for it. Let's just do 5. Let's make 5 pounds, following the recipe. We did 4 times the recipe. Like let's just make it so it's so 1 bag of flour is 18 cups of cups in it. So there's Charlie trying to teach him how to make the dough. Dough is so simple too. I mean, it's basically flour, sugar, salt, water. You can tweak it with just different ingredients. Obviously, different things you can add to it.
You put yeast in it,
and of course yeast. Yeah, you gotta have your yeast. Otherwise, it's not.
It's unleavened bread.
Yeah, not going anywhere. Yeah. Only 5 pounds, quitter. Yeah. So, and then you just keep adding flour, so it's not too, because then it sticks too much to the pot there too. If it's so you just and you kind of know as you go, as you make bread, but it's so simple to make. Instead of buying you can buy pizza dough. Most pizza shops will sell it to you, which is not a bad way to go too. But it's just much better to buy it. So then for my birthday dinner, decided to smoke some chickens, and I didn't do any clam. We always joke about clams or sea bugs or anything, but let's go simple. So did some beer can chicken in the smoker. So
we used to make beer can chicken all the time. It's yummy.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Yep. So that's my R2D2 smoker going. So she's smoking away there. So you gotta have that smoke coming out, right? So, but that's my.
You just need some white paint. You just need some white paint and blue paint and red, and just make a little. You can really make it R2D2 then.
Right. Yeah. So. Yep. So there's a smoker going. Yep. Smoke. But you just can't get that. I mean, it just comes out so much better with the smoker there. I mean, you put it in the oven, even though beer can chicken is super awesome in the oven. Just the smoke flavor just adds to another level. So And see, Clobber Times, there's nothing green on that, right? That's okay.
Nice.
See, just the
like
meat. And you like the white meat, meat only, or the dark meat?
I don't
remember.
like dark meat.
No. You don't like the dark meat, right? Yep.
No.
So, so like they came out good. So you got to hit 165 on that, and it was. Everyone was impressed, like how good, because it's simple, right? Salt and pepper on the chicken. You can do what kinds of seasonings you want, but safety tip: always clean the bird out, check the middle of the bird, make sure you don't leave the plastic in there. Eric prefers the dark, so it'd be perfect if I cook for you and Eric, and I cook for Clobby. You could enjoy the parts that you wanted, yeah. And the best part is carving, right? Because you get to pick on the bird before you serve it. Yep. And Ludrod says properly smoked bird corpses. Yeah, it did come out good. And then my son went on a cooking kick, so he decided to make
donuts,
bagels. He decided to make bagels, Charlie. So
he made his own bagels. Wow.
He made his own bagels, and I was damn impressed with how good they came out. So he, I guess it's a little bit variation on the dough recipe. I think it's more sugar, or I'm trying to remember what it is, and then you boil them for like 60 seconds on each side. You actually boil the dough, so it prevents it from rising too much when you cook it, and then you just put them in the toaster oven, because you just had 5, and they tasted damn good. So there's the dough rising. It has risen. Of course, you got to cover your dough. So
props to Hungry Boy. He says, if there ain't yeast, it's as flat as Shooter's new universe. Tying it all together. as only Hungry Boy can.
The buddy Bob was hanging out with Shooter this weekend. Said he was really cool. At a con.
Jim Shooter or Shooter? Yeah. Okay.
Jim Shooter.
Well, I've heard he's a nice guy.
He is. I got along with him. I do. Yeah.
Although
he did some things I didn't like in comics, but
your favorite inker was very loyal to him.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, Jimmy. I've had some issues with Jimmy, but Jim Shooter's done some cool things.
He's had some issues.
Got it.
Issues 320 to 416.
But he's nice. He was nice to me, and he's nice to people down, fans and stuff. He's getting up there, but Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Mark.
Oh no, it's all good. All good. Yeah, and
I want to see the pizza.
Yeah, the pizza's coming. Yep. How did he make bagels without using alcohol? Yeah, very dangerous. I don't know. Charlie followed the recipe, but they came out good. So, this is and I have you start the charcoal using. I got an electric starter now, so you want to use like chemicals or fire starters, because then it kind of makes your charcoal taste gross. So I know I should be using a much better lump charcoal, but it works better in my old Weber R2D2 grill. So now I can buy some good lump charcoal for my new grill. But yeah, so you get that fire going. See, it's an electric. You just plug it into the outlet and don't touch it. And then you can start your charcoal. A lot of people too also use like a heavy duty blowtorch and just get that charcoal going. Then, of course, you got all our sides, a bunch of sides to put on the pizza. So we got bacon, prosciutto, olives, pepperoni, basil, tomatoes. This is for the salad. Those are pine nuts, artichoke hearts, prosciutto. Yeah. We got some meats there.
I don't see clams.
There were no clams. No clams. I was very disappointed. Mushrooms. Is that
spinach?
Yeah, mozzarella. So it's fun to do for a party too, because then you could just make your own pizza. You could make like an all bacon pizza.
Mozzarella.
We always said my grandma said mozzarella.
They don't have the ah sound in Italian. Mozzarella.
Yeah, she would always say mozzarella. Mozzarella.
When I was in Italy, they said mozzarella. You can buy it fresh, made on the street. They hang it in these like little. Looks like they're hanging it in effigy, and they just cut it off for you and give it to you. It's
they do in the grocery stores around here. They
so
make fresh mozzarella. There's a ton of huge Italian community here, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so they make it fresh all the time in the grocery store. Yeah, not that frozen junk.
And there are a lot of dialects, so maybe they do say it differently in different places. I was in South Italy.
Yeah, but you get the mozzarella, you get the L. But
Is
anyways,
that,
here's
is
the
that
big
mortadella up there?
So this is my big green egg. So I got for Father's Day. I got you can put
And
these
ham.
wedges in here. So I got a new pizza. So everything's all been refurbished, new gasket. Not that you guys, it's not that it's that exciting, but yeah. Oh, no pineapple. Yep.
We'll pretend
that's at your place. You have that? That's really cool.
Yeah. So refurbished the green egg. Yeah, so you can make it turn into a pizza cooker. That just makes it easier because then it holds the top open. So
it looks like you're feeding a robot now, or like a
I'm feeding the robot. Yeah.
Go feed the robot.
That is not a euphemism.
So sorry, clobbering time. Someone put a few green pieces on this pizza.
There's other crap I don't want on there. Oh, mushrooms.
That looks like spinach. Is that spinach?
Spinach, yeah.
I like spinach and stuff like that, but when they put fresh like field greens on a pizza or arugula, a lot of times it's only good right when you get it. It is not good left over.
I would go with basil.
Or basil. I don't like
this guy I know, Basil. This guy I know, Basil. He's really good at making
Basil Rathbone.
He's really good at
Basil
making
Rathbone.
Basil Faulty.
He's doing faulty towers. Yes, yes, my little commandant. Coming, my little nest of vipers.
My little nest of vipers. Nest of vipers.
And Lenron loves pineapple on pizza. Fight me.
I do too.
So this was Grammy's pizza. Grammy made this pizza. She got
this is on yours,
ladies
not mine.
first got the first pizza.
I have learned to like pineapple on pizza. I think the pineapple and the Canadian bacon kind of work together pretty well.
I actually tried that on with Nick Weiser the other night, and actually I enjoyed the pineapple on the pizza. I didn't have any other toppings, just the pineapple with the cheese. Actually, in a sick way, worked, and I had to admit that actually I don't mind it. Probably would eat it.
Oh my God, we have converts here.
I could not believe it. I was shocked. I wanted to fight it all the way.
I keep an open mind.
You just have to try it. It's
Well, you know what I just bought in the supermarket, all because of you, Mark?
What'd you get? Something good?
I got Haagen-Dazs bars. I got ice cream.
Nice.
Is it clam flavored?
No, that's disgusting. Black.
Mark, have you tried shrimp on pizza?
Oh, of course, yeah.
You
Love
have
shrimp on pizza. I'll show you pictures if you wait a second.
Okay, I actually that's one that I think I wouldn't mind, but
yeah, it was good. Yeah, so that was pizza number one. Maybe could have cooked it a couple more minutes, but it came out pretty good. So you cook the pizza at like 500 to 550. So the way the big green egg works, it's like a chimney stack. So you got your fuel on the bottom, and a vent on the bottom, and a vent on the top, and it just cyclones through, and it's sealed really, really tight. So that's the advantage over the Weber, which I love my Weber, but it's a much cheaper grill, obviously, and it's not sealed. So the big green egg is like 200 pounds. It's all ceramic. It's heavy. So it's kind of like a forge, where you've got the flue going in, and boom, you got all the heat flying up. So yeah, so this is pizza number 2. That came out good too, with some pepperoni and sausage on there, a few pieces of basil, and I love it when you get the the different random shapes, and you get a little burnt edge on the side. It's all good. And this was my son's pizza. This is a Clobbering Times pizza here, right? Sausage and mozzarella.
Yep.
Nothing else.
It'll work.
There we go. That'll work, right? Mm-hmm. That's my son is very simple. Son number 2. Yep.
I'll take it.
So here's the. Almost don't drop it. Don't drop it. I almost dropped when I looked at my son's like, I would have cried. I was waiting 15 minutes for my pizza, because everyone's got to wait for their pizza, or you share it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that Phantom was part Filipino. You'd mentioned that before once, Phantom. Maddie is also half Filipino and part Italian. Oh my God, Maddie and Phantom are the same genetic makeup.
I actually put honey on mine too, Raquel. I make homemade pizza now. My son taught me how on pizza bread pizza.
You make
that's a southern thing, putting honey on it. I think, because my ex-husband used to do that.
Well, at Lit Pizza, when I go to Lit, I get him to put the habanero honey on there, but I've been putting normal honey on there with some Tony Cesare powder.
Yum, I guess.
Do you know what Tony Chachere's is?
No.
Anybody actually?
I'm like, no, that's what I said, I guess.
It's Cajun seasoning. You can probably actually get it where you are. It's basically salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, a few other things.
Yeah.
You could get it most likely wherever
stuff.
you are. But I can't believe Klobby makes his own pizza dough.
And actually, my son put honey in the bagels. I guess I'm trying to remember what he put in, but he did put that in.
Good.
So yeah, that's very nice.
To make it sweet a little. Yeah.
I do have to say, I had pizza in all over southern Italy and Rome as well. I think I like American pizza better. Italian pizza is simple. It's like
very simple. Yeah.
It's like flour, olive oil, and cheese, and then maybe mushrooms or something.
You want to know what's really weird pizza is French pizza. Like when you go to France, I just remember they put like eggs on top of it, but like runny eggs, like dippy eggs type stuff on top of their pizza. They put some like weird stuff on there.
Okay, I know Hungry Boy's about to chime in and say that in Australia they put in emu eggs or ostrich eggs or something. I'm just waiting for it. It's going to be something interesting.
Oh, Phantom! One of my big things I make with when I do the whole pig or ribs or pork, I cook pineapple on the grill. Yeah. So, but I usually slice it up and grill a little bit. But I put in a tray, a little bit of pepper, black pepper on it, and you put honey in it, and then you put water in it so it doesn't dry up. Oh, that's good with the pig. Yep.
Every time you guys say pineapple now, I think of that like viral video from years ago, the Pineapple Pen song. Does anyone remember that? I have a pen. I have an apple pen. Apple pineapple pen. It was like the dumbest thing ever, but it got stuck in your head. The music. I don't know. No one knows it, so oh well.
And then this was my last pizza that I made with way too much stuff on. That's my wife's side and my side, but I put bacon, prosciutto, sausage, pepperoni. Yeah, loaded. That one came out good. Yeah, it was loaded up with stuff. Yeah.
Mark, if the recipe calls for a teaspoon of salt, it doesn't mean a tablespoon is better.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Or I should have said a pound. It would have been a funnier line if I said a pound.
A pound. Yeah. Well, you can never have too much stuff. It came out great. This one was good.
That was good.
I disagree. I disagree with you. You can never have too much stuff. I think sometimes restraint is a good thing. You know.
I was told by my doctor that I have to have more salt. I had never heard such like a thing in my life, but
that's
blood pressure regulation. I guess it helps with.
Wow.
Do you have low blood pressure?
Yeah, I have like something they call POTS or something, but that's just one of them.
Yeah.
But I have to have like 2 extra tablespoons or teaspoons of salt a day, and I don't know how to like measure that like in anything. So I seriously was like, can I just put salt in water and like down it and take it? You know, like take it for the team.
Just go buy any fast food item that there is. I guarantee you there.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I changed the subject with this, but no, I ended up. You know, those IV hydration packets that they have.
Oh my God!
Have you guys seen those?
Yeah.
No.
They're basically like a powdered Gatorade packet or something. It's like, you know, when you get the little packets you can put in your water.
Yeah,
have extra electrolytes and whatever, and they have a lot of sodium in it, and that's what I do. So.
Interesting. Yep.
That looks so good. You're killing me.
Yeah, that one came out good. Yeah, that was.
Who made that one?
That was mine. Yeah, well, I made all the pizzas, but I didn't put all the ingredients on, but that was the one that I made. Yeah,
you're the pizza grill master, the robot master.
It's got a great flavor to it on the grill. I gotta say, and you're cooking at a really high temperature, which obviously most pizza ovens are. But if you're trying to cook on your regular oven, you just can't really get it like that. So, Pat S is headed out. So, thank you, Pat S. Thank you for hanging out and being on the show tonight. And have a great week. Yep, be good. Yep.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
Good night, Pat.
Good night, Pat. Yep.
And actually, guys, I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to go spend my last few remaining minutes with my daughter before.
I thought you were gonna go get some pizza. After showing all those pizzas, you're going to say we made you hungry.
No, it's 10
I'm about
o'clock.
to.
Everything in Las Vegas shuts down at 10 o'clock. It's 10:12
Really?
now. So.
Wow.
How could Vegas shut down?
I thought it was a 24-hour city.
No, the Strip is 24 hours, I think, which is probably why everything else shuts down. You know, to keep people buying stuff at the Strip or whatever. And then plus, I live in. You need to get a clip for this, Bart. I live in Enterprise.
Oh yeah,
Enterprise.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's the edge of Vegas. It's a 20-minute drive to the Strip. So, yeah, I live in Enterprise. So, but
I like it. I like it a lot.
I do. Well, my mailing address is still Las Vegas, but to get here on a map, it will tell you that it's in Enterprise. I almost said Louisiana. Oh my God, I haven't lived in Louisiana in 20 years. But anyway, I'm going to watch the rest of the stream tomorrow to see the rest of the pizzas and other culinary cuties that you concoct.
Thank you.
And
say hi to Maddie.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Have a great week.
Courtney, thank you for adding. Thank you for
I
adding.
was waiting. I still had right to say bye to you with a face.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Father's Day. If it's it's past.
And happy birthday.
All right, buddy. Take care, man.
And happy birthday, Mark.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Yep.
See you, Steve.
Bye. Bye, Dadman.
So, Dadman, here's your shrimp pizza.
What is the green stuff on
it? It's seaweed. You know, Sigma and Sea Monster.
No,
it's
did they put seaweed on the pizza? I was going to guess pesto.
Is that tomato? Is that tomato also?
Yeah, tomato.
Take the green stuff and the tomato off, and you got a pizza. I could eat the shrimp, but oh man,
there's another pizza from the same place. Yep.
Is that mushroom?
It was mushroom and olives, black olives. Which I'm not a fan
my favorite
of.
one. That's my favorite,
your favorite
one. Mushroom black olives. Yeah, I love it.
There's the shrimp. The shrimp was good. Oh, it was good. And there's another shrimp. There you go, Dad man. It's just the shrimp on there.
That looks good. Yes.
It looks like it has
It almost looks like an Alfredo pizza, though.
Yeah, there was no. That wasn't much. Sauce. There was no sauce on there, and only 3 shrimps too. So it was like.
Ugh.
Anyway, but it was still good. Yep. So, but here,
Guys,
let's.
I'm gonna have to go too. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, Courtney. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that birthday message. That was so sweet. Very nice. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up in a few minutes there anyway.
Right,
but
Courtney.
Great to see you, Courtney.
Take care.
Take care. Everyone sub to Courtney. Everyone sub to Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Yeah, watch my new video short where I sing a Joan
Yeah.
Jett song. I'll drop it in the chat again. All right.
I'll put that in. Yep. Take care, Courtney. Have a great week. So let me. I just show the grill being finished, and we'll get out of here because why not? We got to show a project that was actually completed. That's why I always get in trouble with not completing the project. So here's the green egg as I got it, and you guys saw all these pictures where I took it apart, and it's like, well, should I buy a new stand for $200 or refurbish it? So. A, you got to save money for action figures, and B,
exactly,
right? Yeah, if you can fix it, why not? Yeah. So that's and you use this extend to help eliminate the rust, and you paint it, and it comes out looking pretty darn good again. Yeah. So then I'm putting it back together. We're just taking it apart still. See, it's all rusted, and I don't know why they didn't use stainless steel hardware in there. You got to change the gasket on it too, so there's a gasket on the outside. So then you got to clean it so that the gasket's all totally off. But see, it's all rusted up. So then you put this other stuff, evaporust. If you ever need to get rid of rust too, it's great you just put your rusted stuff in there, and it almost like magic neutralizes the rust. It's amazing. Yeah, we use it at work all the time. Then I bought stainless steel hardware because if you're gonna put it, it's gonna be outside. So, and Permatex, this is great too. A tip, anti-seize lube. So you cover. It's like a silver paste, and if you have to remove the nuts later, it prevents seizing. So it's a godsend for anything that's gonna be outside or in the rain. So there's the use it on engines. The only thing you got to set your torque wrench much less because there's so much less friction that you can actually snap your bolts if you torque them too hard. That's nerd talk. Yep. Oh, Courtney says good night. Much love. Happy birthday, Mark. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies. Yep. Thank you. So here's putting this back together. And then clean. Then you got to clean the darn thing, like I said, to put the gasket back on. So, if you're gonna do something, you do it right. Then I got a new thermometer. My son was like, the old thermometer was reading 300 degrees, just in the regular, with the grill off. I'm like, yeah, I think we need a new thermometer. There's another trick too. If you've got to paint some screws or bolts, you put them in cardboard like that, so it holds the screw, and that way you don't paint the thread. So. Paint everything up, and here's it came out pretty good. So it looks pretty good. No more rust. Yep.
Well, next thing we'll see it completely put together then.
Yep. So then of course you got to take out the inserts too. There's inserts in the green egg, and it's just filled with there's dust in there and stuff. And then this is the shield that you use to cook pizza, so it prevents the flame from going directly onto the food that you're cooking, so it kind of deflects the food and the pizza stone there. So yeah, so it came out, put the hinges on and all finished. So finally, I got to take one picture of this. I didn't take a picture of all, but you saw the other picture. But it took me like all day to get the darn thing back together. So, but it was worth it. But yeah, it was a fun project to, get everything working again. So, but yeah, so yes, as fans of between parts and labor costs $800 jacket upon a new one probably, but there's something nice about not throwing something out or fixing something and bringing it back to life, I have to say. So. But yeah, it wasn't as easy as you always think a project's going to be easier, and it's not as easy. So, but it was worth it. Yeah. So, a lot of fun. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that food and didn't get too hungry, right?
No, not too bad.
Not too bad, right? Yep. So, well, I think this is we hit 3 hours, right? So,
yay!
We're not going to turn to pumpkins, but I think it's a good time to say goodnight to everyone and let everyone get to work. And tomorrow, Only Talk and Roll, they have Graham Potter from Rainbow Alcatraz, link to follow. So here, Courtney's got the link in here, so that's going to be on that 70s rock fan show. One of the musicians from Rainbow, which is in Alcatraz, and Rainbow's a great old time rock and roll band with Richie Blackmore, Ronnie James Dio was in that group. So great group. Yep, very cool. So and Donnie's heading out too. So have a great week, Donnie. We're gonna say goodbye to everyone. And
night, Donnie.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone who gave a super chat. So Dadman Walking. Way too generous, buddy, but yeah. So okay, so Flash was awesomely crappy. There's a blank. Awesomely.
It was awesomely sucky.
Sucky.
Dog crap.
Awesomely sucky.
Dog crap.
Dog crap. Dog crap. Okay. Dog crap. That's a good answer.
Okay. And congrats on another year. Well, thank you. Yep. Well, could have been at the Green Lantern movie too with my friends. Yep. And Courtney, of course, as always, thank you for being on the panel and being a good friend and for joining as a member. And Eric K, thank you again for that. Yep. And not too happy about the DS9 going forward, but don't worry, we got Voyager next, right? And thank you again to Joe's Atmosphere. Yeah, so very much appreciated with those super chats and all the members out here. And actually, I didn't update the video. Got a couple new members now, but let me play my my thank you video for members. So here we go. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. So I had to. It's fun to learn new things and learn how to do titles like that. So how do I make the title scroll? So that was that was fun. Yeah. And his fan says, "You remember when anyone says at least GL didn't take out his mom?" Yeah. So thank you, Clobber and Times. You've been a great friend. Thank you for.
Thank you, sir. Same back at you.
For being.
Thank
you. Thank you.
And well, one thing I want to make sure that gets said to you is
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, can't forget that. Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Very
shout
special.
out to Commander Briggs.
Thank you for that, Raquel. Yep, you guys had some ridiculously nice messages the other night. So, like, who are they talking about? That's not me, is it? But thank you. Yep. And thank you to Dadman Walking, also another awesome friend I've met on the YouTubes.
Mhm.
And thank you for being here.
A pleasure as always, Mark.
It's up to you, Dad, man.
I just run, dude. There's a whole
Where'd they go?
Right there.
Oh, screw you! I'm going to report that friggin' mother humper.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was.
I forgot you got the whole clip in there.
Oh, I can't miss that. Yeah, I have the short version and the long version. So
I didn't realize. Wow, dang, that's awesome. Short and long versions. That's cool. But always a pleasure, Mark.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So appreciate you being here and hanging out. And Raquel says, happy Father's Day and happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a great weekend. A lot of fun this weekend. So it's nice to just sit back and relax and enjoy some things and do some projects too. But just it's a fun time, and I appreciate everyone hanging out with us. On Sunday night, you guys could be watching the Flash movie, but you're here with us. So thank you so much for that. Right?
Could be worse. Could be watching the Green Lantern movie.
Golly, I don't. I must be mutated or something because at least the two to me were not even close. But I got you. I understand.
What about you, Mark? Which is worse?
I probably Green Lantern movie because I did like. I loved the Keaton stuff, and I admit I'm a sucker for the member berries. I got to be honest. Like, I did love seeing Michael Keaton. I thought some of those scenes were kick-ass with
Pretty
them.
much nothing good in Green Lantern, so
yeah. I mean, the use of willpower at the end of Green Lantern was good, but it's at like a Galactus cloud he's fighting.
The cloud. Yeah.
I mean, Sinestro's good. They just don't really use him well. The stuff on Oa, as cheesy as the CG is still kind of okay, but the rest of the movie is a piece of garbage.
Yeah. And then we needed more of the, like you said, the training and Kilowog and the core.
So bad.
That would have been
this
good,
movie's nowhere near in the level as bad as Green Lantern, but it's still not good. I mean,
this
is a 3 out of 7 for me, whereas Green Lantern's a 0.
Yep.
Oh man, that's bad.
Still pretty close, I guess, when you think about it. Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Hungry Boy. So he says, happy birthday, Micronaut Master. Baron Garza for President 24. Yeah. If you only Baron Garza, that's a great character. That's one of the figures I wish I had was the Baron Garza and Force Commander. They had these magnetic figures with the centaur, and you could buy the horse and the figure, and they were interchangeable. They were expensive. I was looking them up in the cat. They were $8 back then, and Mom's like, they're too expensive. The regular figures were $3. So I never
that
got
was expensive back then.
But it was, it actually was expensive. It was an expensive figure. So, and Eric K with a classic super chat. Thank you, Eric K. He says, Lobby's favorite DC movie is Man of Steel. So that's true. You saw it on the internet. You saw it on the screen. So it has to be true.
That piece of filth was 10 years to the week that this stupid Flash movie came out. And of course, it's way worse than this Flash movie. Man of
Thank
Steel.
you, RK, for that.
I like how I'm glad he told me that. And no one ever tells me anything.
Yeah. No. Okay, so Wharf Ponytail. We've got. Let me show that on the screen here.
Oh yeah, what was the poll? Forgot about that.
Yeah, so forgot the poll. So if you haven't voted, vote early and often. I better not say that. I'm against trouble. Yeah, you got to watch what you say. But so here's our poll running. So Worf ponytail, yes or no? We've got 54% no. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I would have thought people would have liked Worf rocking the ponytail. So I'm going to end the poll now. Going once, going twice. I'll give you a few seconds if you haven't voted. All right, but it's close. We got 35 votes. Yep. But no, so we're gonna tell Michael, Mr. Dorn there. Yeah, don't.
But
he did not win with the ponytail. Yep.
Yeah, I voted against it too. I hate ponytails. They look stupid.
You don't like the ponytail? Okay.
Yep. Diddy Do's ponytails look dumb to me.
I thought that look would have been more popular. That's what I would have thought. But yeah.
Not that I really care what a dude looks like anyway, since I'm not into dudes, but I just think they look silly with ponytails.
So thank you. So thank you for everyone who voted. Let's say goodnight to everyone who was in the chat with us tonight, or try to scroll. Let's see who was. I can cheat. I can do who was active in the chat here with this YouTube participant. So thank you, the Great Wrencher, Eric K. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're doing good, and thank you for those super chats tonight. Much appreciated. We've got Hungry for Kinder Days, aka Hungry Boy. Lenrod is hanging out with us still, is active in the chat. Thank you, Lenrod, for spending your night with us. Matthew Pounder, Phantom Outsider, and Raquel SSG2211. Thank you, Raquel. It was great hanging out with you tonight. Oh, the one thing we'll talk about on comic. I was the article from the tweet. I just in my stream brain.
Up to you, whatever you want to do.
No, I just wanted to mention. Why don't we show this real quick? The Kirby's grandson or son?
Yeah, he's a son.
It was a son, right? I just read, and you had mentioned that too. I think.
I tweeted it out. I retweeted it. I took it from Facebook initially.
Yeah. Okay.
And someone else, but his son tweeted it out.
Yeah. So let's show that. So I know we're getting out of here, but this was important. We only spent a few minutes on it, but I'm sure tomorrow night you can talk about more. But let me share my screen here again. Let me get this because this was just very interesting to read. And if I click on it, so I guess it should be noted and generally accepted that Stan Lee had limited knowledge of history, mythology, or science, Kirby wrote. This is his son. On the other hand, my father's knowledge of these subjects, to which I and many others can personally attest, was extensive. Einstein summed it up better. More the knowledge, less of the ego. Less of the knowledge, more the ego. And I've known some people like that. I have to say,
this was
personal experience.
Basically a response to the Stan Lee documentary that currently has airing on Disney Minus, by the way.
Yep. So here's the tweet. If I click on this, so let's see. I understand there's a documentary about Stan Lee. Most of the narrative in his voice, literally and figuratively. And so, basically, I'm going to just sum this up: is that Stan was the front man for Marvel and had all the media access, is what he's saying. But the more interesting part here is that I just wanted to cover before we get out of here. Lee spends a fair amount of time talking about how and why he created the Fantastic Four, with only one fleeting reference to my father. Indeed, most comics historians recognize that my father based the Fantastic Four on a 1957 comic he created for DC. Yep. Challenges of the Unknown. And when you see the covers of Challengers on the Unknown and some of the artwork,
it's so obvious.
That's the Fantastic Four. Yeah, even naming Ben Grimm the Thing after his father Benjamin, and Sue Storm after my older sister Susan. Though the conflict between Lee and my father concerning creator credit gets glanced over with little mention, there's more attention paid to the strife between Lee and Steve Ditko, with Lee's voice proclaiming it was my idea, therefore I created the character. Ditko's rebuttal being that his art and storyline is what brought life to Spider-Man. In 1501, the Opera del Duomo commissioned the 26-year-old Michelangelo to sculpt the statue of David for the Cathedral of Florence. Their idea, their money. The statue is called Michelangelo's David, his genius, his vision, his creativity. What was interesting, he says, I was able to stand at my father's left shoulder, peering through a cloud of cigar smoke and witness the Marvel Universe being created. That's kind of an FU to the Stan fans there. And by no means a comics historian, but there are few, if any, have personally seen or experienced what I have and know the truth with firsthand knowledge. My father retired from comic books in the early 1980s and, of course, passed away in 1994. Lee had over 35 years of uncontested publicity, much naturally with the backing and blessing of Marvel himself. Decades of self-promotion, starting with his cameo in 2000. My father's first screen credit didn't appear until the closing crawl at the end of the film adaptation of Iron Man in 2008 after Stan Lee, Don Heck, and Larry Lieber. Larry Lieber is Stan Lee's brother. The battle for creators' right has been around since the first inscribed Babylonian tablet. It's way past time to get this one chapter of the literary art history right. Enough said. Neil Kirby, Jack Kirby's son.
No one's going to listen to him now.
No one's going to listen to him. But there was also one point where he said his father, I don't know if I missed that in the article or, this other sentence here. You will see Lee's name is co-character on every character with the exception of the Silver Surfer was solely created by my father. Are we to assume Lee had a hand in creating every Marvel character? Or we just assume that it was never the other co-creator that walked into Lee's office and said, Stan, I have a great idea for a character. According to Lee, it was always his idea. Lee spends a fair amount of time talking about how and why he created the Fantastic Four. But the interesting thing is he was working alone. Basically, they were talking about all right, here it is. Most of the artists, writers, inkers, etc. worked at home, not in the Marvel offices as depicted in the program. So, it's we probably could spend a lot more time on this. I know it's late, but let me just put that link.
I'm not watching that documentary. It'll give me a freaking aneurysm.
It'll give you an aneurysm, probably. But check that out, and people should get credit for. The link is actually 300. How does a Twitter link get to be 300 characters?
I don't know, but they do.
It's like, wait a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna put this. Maybe this link.
I was rereading that old Kirby interview back from the night from Comics Journal from the mid '80s, where he basically flat out said, "Stan didn't do anything. I did it all myself," and he categorically states it. I mean, I wasn't there. Was he telling the truth? Was he not? But he says he did it all. Stan Lee pretty much goes all over the place, vacillating. Mostly he did it, but then he gives pieces of credit sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to go far, but especially I can imagine Kirby is coming up with all this stuff, and most people don't know about him, which is the travesty. I think he should have statues and action figures too. He should have an action figure with the Captain America shield, not Stan Lee. So it's a case of one person getting way too much credit when people know the history, know that Stan does deserve some credit. Obviously, he's in a vacuum. I don't think his son is even arguing that, but he's saying, Stan did everything, and his father doesn't get the recognition that he should be getting. But sorry, I just wanted to get that. I was thinking about that before the show. I just wanted to get that
Glad
there.
You did.
But I'm sure you'll talk about that at length. But Dadman's got a special show coming up on Wednesday, and if I can pop in to say hi, well, it depends on. I think I might have a silly meeting that night, but Dadman, why don't you talk about what the awesome show you got coming up?
Well, don't worry, because I'm thinking I'm going to probably be going 4 hours with this one because, I've related. One of the first times I met you was another chat where you clarified the trilogy of terror. Well, my guest Wednesday night is going to be the great Hungry Boy here in this chat, who has already told me he's got 8 pages of detailed notes on this show already ready to go. So come join us, hang out 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. We may even throw our hatred for the Village in together, and who knows what happens. I know it's going to be a great time, but if y'all can make that, it'd be wonderful. Having the great Hungry Boy with me for the first time on the channel.
Awesome. Yep. Looking forward to that one. Yep. And lock your ovens.
Absolutely.
Everyone lock your oven safety tip. Yep. And if you've watched the trilogy of Terry, you'll know why. So
I was 5 years old and somehow came across that and never forgot it.
Yep. Oh, and of course, we've got to mention John Romita Sr. also passed away this past week. One of the legends of comics, and Nick and the guys and Clobber, you talked about him at length on Friday night.
We do that again tomorrow night. So, yeah.
Do it again tomorrow night. Yep. So Lenrod says, well, Lenrod, you'll have to catch the replay. Yep. But he says, I'll be away for that show. Yep. Unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Always have the replays.
Yep. So thank you, Brian Hepburn, for being here. Phantom, Matthew, Lenrod, Eric K. Let's see. Of course, Hungry Boy. Thank you, Maddie's daddy, Raquel. I'm trying to go through the list. I think we, who am I? And Donnie Pearson was here. Of course, Joe's Atmosphere, and I thanked him for that super chat. Let's see who else. I think we got everyone who's still hanging out with us in the chat. So I don't want to keep everyone that much longer, but it's been a real special weekend, a lot of fun. Really appreciate all the kind words, and check out Clobbering Times channel on Monday night. You're gonna have Monday Night Mark C. You're gonna be covering John Romita Sr., correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yep.
We'll talk about him and other things, but yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm put this message up one last time. Yep, which is I love that artwork. Yeah, that's great. Very nice. And and here we go. We'll put the overlay up. And everyone, thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us. I hope we made you hungry and delivered some good entertainment. And now by this time, I hope you're all very tired because it's time to go to bed. So
yes.
thank you so much. And of course, Eric K was here. Yes, Eric K was here. Yep. That's like Kilroy was here too. And also Eric K. Yep. So have a great week, everyone. Good night, Lenrod. Thank you for being here. And just be good. Be good. Yep. Take care, everyone.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Still here? It's over. Go home.